I was pretty close.
It was close enough.
You're pretty close there.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another NIF D&D session, I should say. Sorry. Welcome to the Pirates of Kal'Himaar. I'm Dan, the DM for this campaign. The party did something pretty huge last time, and we'll get to our wonderful recap just after we do some introductions. Let's just jump right into it. Why not? We'll start as always with the man who's usually on my left and has just picked up 2 terrifying wild shapes.
Oh yeah, that's me. Hello. So I'm Callum. We've been playing Caiaphas. He's a Triton druid. I think my granddad might be watching, or at least trying to watch.
Oh yeah.
So what that means, granddad, is that I am a mer person, which means I live underwater. And as a druid, I get to turn into animals. I know that doesn't make any sense, but I promise that's the most sense any of us is going to make for the next few hours. So good luck. If you have any questions, I can't answer them because we're playing, so speak to me after.
Write them all down.
Write them all down. Send them in the post. Love you.
Aww.
Is it me now? It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's gorgeous. Hi, Callum's granddad. Hi. Oh, delightful to have you here. Also, I think Gonti's is in the chat, so hi, Gonti's. And everyone else who's here. My name's Annie. I just got back from Bristol today, which is sad for Bristol, but happy for Derbyshire, so that's great. I'm wearing a bandana, as some of you may have noticed, because that's this season's fashion. And I'll be playing Mira. She is a warlock. She just leveled up, so she's got some pretty badass spells prepped and ready to go. That's her.
Good afternoon. It's 13 minutes past 8, but you knew that already. It's Tom time, and it's Tom. My new bit is Downy and coffee, so
Don't make that a bit. Oh no.
Tom's playing Mastella Navalis, the small boy.
yep. Oh. He's a sorcerer.
You enjoy anxiety, Tom?
Sometimes I think maybe.
It's fine, he's going to chase it with a
Yeah,
can
I've
of
got
Sam
Sam
Miguel.
Miguel to go next, so we're good. Coffee to speed me up. Beer to slow me down. Anyway, Kane, take it away.
Sure. Hello, everybody. I'm Kane. Good to see you all in the chat. I didn't get any gifts this week, so no avocado thanks. However, I did find out online that there are over 1,000 anagrams of my name. The chosen anagram for today is Awoken Lapel. I'll be playing Riverkiss Row, a Tabaxi paladin hell-bent on revenge. Also, just a bit confused about what the fuck happened last session.
Oh, yeah.
Aren't we all?
It was a lot.
Hello, I am Jamie to the highest bidder, and I am playing Fawaro. He is the chaotic, neutral, Aarakocra warlock. Not what, fucking hell. Rogue. I'm just as confused as he is, and I'm tired. Leave me be.
The Warlock review doesn't come until later.
Yeah. That's the next level up.
Warlock to Blackbeard.
That's probably me, isn't it?
Yeah, just about.
Hey, it's me, it's Elliot. I'm going to be playing probably Garv. Garv and Ceres Uvar, he's a Goliath barbarian. He is also Flaro's bodyguard and a bit evil. He's getting stronger, which is worrying.
It is.
Elliot's been checking the sound. Everyone give him a small round of applause into the microphone. Check that one, Elliot. How's that? Good?
Oh, Callum,
So, last we left off with this wonderful group of pirates. You guys had accepted a job from both Jinzarem and Blackbeard working as partners rather than under them for the first time. You were to go and, under the guise of being some neutral traders from the city of Titan's Cradle, go to a party hosted by a old retired commander of the Midas Navy and basically fleece his entire estate for as much as you could get, with Caiaphas being asked to gather a small black orb by Jinzarem, which could apparently help in some way to bind the Kraken. You guys had a bit of a shopping spree, all had some very majestic outfits, and then went to Titan's Cradle and began to sail your way on the kind of Midas cruise that was taking a lot of the neutral merchants across to the settlement of Coldshire. You mingled on the way, found that the 3 merchant lords on your boat were Baldarian, Destined and Mowbray, and Urin Merrybringer, 3 very prominent merchant lords and nobles within the city of Titan's Cradle.
Hope they got out okay.
You'll find out.
I have that one guy did at least.
You arrived, started to take in the surroundings, saw that you were in the mix of the Midas upper crust, a lot of their nobles, a lot of military men and women, and a lot of rather important people. You began to mingle, began stealing and pilfering a couple of items, and all seemed to be going well.
I got luggage.
You did, you got a fair bit of luggage, which I wasn't expecting.
That's always good.
You,
I like it when Dan isn't expecting it.
Me too. The guests of honour arrived, and much to your dismay, it was not the leader of Midas, or Royal Dawnmaker, but was in fact a cadre of Midas officials, one of which being Commodore Whiteharbour, the very same gentleman who imprisoned and enslaved Garv, as well as a woman by the name of Baroness Chryse Yatharil, who you had seen some correspondence of in relation to these devilish cults. You laid low for a bit, continued with your job before it was interrupted at the main dance of the evening. The Commander Hartwell, while dancing with Nem, commented on how he's amazed that some prey that he managed to let live for once had the balls, the gall, and the tenacity to come back into his home and try to thwart him. And he was kind of impressed and proclaimed that the hunt was on before sinking his teeth, his vampire teeth, into Nem's neck. It was revealed that this was the gentleman that assailed you many, many, many moons ago when you were aboard the Cavalier. However, this wasn't the only surprise in store for the evening, as a strange woman known only as the Puppeteer Mistress gave a speech seemingly against the lot of Midas, as well as the neutral lords. It was revealed that one of the merchant lords, Urin Merrybringer, is in fact a slave trader, and she also mentioned word of the devilish cult that has been apparently festering within Midas ranks. Chaos ensued as a swathe of cultists, these strange dogs with eyes glimmering all down them, and 2 other strange creatures, a flesh behemoth with 2 arms protruding out of one side of the shoulder and a large whipping tentacle from the other, and a strange figure that almost stepped between either dimensions or used some form of teleport spell as a strange figure with the keys and a dagger and a obfuscated face almost blocked your escape, turning a Midas officer that you'd met before into stone before vanishing through the ether. You all, with a very series of successful and good rolls, managed to not only steal a shitload of armor, find the secret crypt of Commander Vorrigan Hartwell, but also managed to go back into the collapsing building and steal a large marble and gold orrery. You escaped just with your lives as you saw the leader of the Church of Fulmar calling down lightning strikes on errant cultists, and all of you dipped into the bay before getting aboard Jinzarem's ship, which is where you find yourselves now. You can feel and hear the rushing of water around you from outside the ship, and you find yourself completely submerged in water, soaked through, but you can breathe it as if you would air. It's comfortable. And as you're on this completely interior of, how do I want to phrase that? A ship that has no exterior. Essentially.
Completely contained.
Completely contained, thank you. This completely contained interior of the ship. You have seen a couple of merfolk kind of swimming by, although you currently stand in the main room where there's a large captain's wheel that Jinzarem is currently maneuvering as you speed through the waters. You see a priestess by his side in these long kind of flowing robes with seashells and various other underwater trinkets kind of dangling from these long kind of tassels that flow down in front of her, darkened blue and slightly tinted like a kind of like a brown, like a trim almost across her robes. They kind of stand not having properly talked to you at the moment, being that they are focusing on getting you guys out. You feel your mind rushing with all of these thoughts and this kind of weight off your shoulders as you realise that you are all now safe despite whatever the hell it is that you just faced. Is there anything you guys would like to do in this time before we get to the travel?
Is there a bar
This
here?
is going to
There is not.
try and get either the attention of Jinzurem or the priestess. But if they are focused on doing stuff, he'll just hang around the deck until there's a time to speak.
Yeah. So as you kind of like approach the side of Jinzurem, he like doesn't turn his head as he's looking forward through this transparent, almost bay window out into the ocean in front of him, and you can see just the sea floor below just racing past you as you're moving in this water elemental propelled submarine,
Is it
essentially.
like a clear top? Can we see out? Or is it like
When you were going down towards it, you couldn't actually see into the ship. But now that you're in this compartment, you can see that, like the front portion and then up to half of the ceiling is entirely clear from inside.
two-way glass?
But as you kind of like side up next to him, he doesn't turn his head as he's focused kind of on the driving as he... Yes, Syathas. How are you?
I mean, there's no easy way to say this, so I'm just going to come out with it. I failed. We didn't get the orb, and now some fucking scary puppet has it. Although I think she's anti-Midas, so I don't think it's the worst thing in the world, but if we really needed it, I fucked it. Yeah, I didn't get it.
Didn't she already have it? Didn't
She had it in hand.
Yeah, she
when
showed
came
up.
out, yeah.
So, or she got it while she was there.
You see as Jinzurem looks over towards the figure that you know to be called Tide, his kind of his assistant or his kind of personal kind of priestess from the Church of the Kraken, and he looks kind of down at you from his towering form and says, "Rest up. You have done me well in the past, but we will talk of this when we reach our destination. As long as you are sound of mind and sound of body, Syathas, it's okay." He looks straight
Well,
forward.
I'm sound of body.
Funny you should say that.
Yeah, I just wanted to let you know. I didn't want you to. But I'd succeeded. I mean, don't get me wrong. We got loads of shit, but yeah. I'm just sorry.
Honesty is
Walk away.
your honesty is appreciated. You see, he kind of calls to you as you kind of step away from him. Yeah, you guys all find yourself kind of like just floating or around this chamber.
Could somebody help me get all this body paint off?
It just
yeah.
begins just seeping out.
Oh, God.
Nice.
You see as it kind of like
Don't drink that.
you see as it begins to seep out. You see as this priestess
It's
kind of
pure
like
lead.
turns around, she kind of waves her hand. You see it's like a miniaturized kind of whirlpool almost conjures in the middle of the water, and all of the paint seems to get sucked into it before the water is clear again.
That was cool.
Does that work if I drop a deuce?
I would rather not find out. I say we find like the crew, like mess hall, something like that, and challenge someone for their drink. Because God, do I need one?
I'm pretty sure I've probably got some alcohol on me. No, actually, no.
No,
Sorry, mate.
it's okay.
Should have filled up whilst we were there.
I filled up for the
One
journey, but I
glass of
drank
champagne.
most of it on the way there. And we couldn't find their wine cellar.
Yeah, you had to go through it to get to the crypt. You put in all
Yeah, we did.
you guys put in loads of casks of ale and wine.
We have so much wine. Okay, I'm gonna find a quiet
Let's
place.
start a pub.
Yeah, easy enough. You find a quiet
And
place.
Yeah,
if I may be so bold, Captain, I probably wouldn't drink on this particular boat. It's
Why not? I say I'm corking a bottle.
You see as it
Teetotal.
it's floating through.
Ah, right.
Cover the hole.
Quick!
It's so salty.
Let's do the equivalent of a hot box, but with wine.
Put a barrel on your head.
Oh, God.
Dan, how much would I know about vampire bites?
Go ahead and make a religion check.
Well, that's not bad at all,
Is it
actually.
worse than a vampire
That's going to
bite?
be a 22.
They're pretty deadly. They have this ability which you are certainly aware of, as I believe you're currently under it, where it can drain the life essence from people to reinvigorate the vampire. Because I know your hit point maximum is down currently from what it was. But you know that a good night's sleep or a nice strong kind of restoration spell will see that up. So yeah, you think if you rest, that'll be fine. You do know that the bite can indeed turn people into vampires, but only if they are killed by the bite.
Oh, so I'm all right, really.
Yeah, so you're
Probably right.
you take a moment to kind of think about it in the calming of whatever storm that was, and you kind of process, and yeah, you realise that it hurt. Yeah, you're feeling a bit drained at the minute, but in terms of turning into undead, you're fine.
Damn, that would have been so cool.
So
You do that. You do that thing when you realise you have a.
Everything's fine.
You do that thing where you realise you have a symptom and you like panic about it for 20 minutes and then convince yourself you're fine and don't see a doctor
Yeah.
again.
I'm just like not going to go on WebMD. That's basically what I'm not going to do.
Would you tell any of us
I'll
about
be
it?
fine.
Because some of us weren't there, so we wouldn't know about it.
Yeah,
You know, I imagine people can probably see.
Oh yeah, I
it.
guess it's right on the neck.
Yeah, you guys can see as Nema's two pretty fresh puncture wounds in her neck.
River would probably like walk over and be like, now, I don't know if you want that look too. I might have something that could help. I'm not really sure.
I think I should be okay, but if you want in your expertise to take a look at it, I would be much appreciative. So please, River, go ahead.
It's more sort of intrigue. She just tries lesser restoration on it, see if it does anything.
You kind of place your hand on it, say the incantation as you channel the energy of Saloon, this radiant energy washing down your hand into Nem's neck. Doesn't seem to have an effect. You still feel drained and lethargic. You think it would take a greater restoration to
I thought as much.
cleanse the loss in HP.
I'll be able to fix that in the future, not right now. Sorry.
That's okay. Don't worry.
Hope you're feeling all right then.
I'm okay. I think I just need some rest and some recuperation, and I think I should be fine.
I was gonna just find like a.
Oh, crazy party, huh, guys? Oh.
It was pretty crazy.
I've got a question. I'm hoping somebody can clear something up for me.
Yeah, go for it.
What the fuck?
Oh, no.
Oh yeah.
I can't help you with that. I'm sorry. No, I don't know.
Yeah, what was all of that?
Does Jinzram look busy?
He's-
Apart from steering.
He's just steering.
If you head towards one, sort of like stop you from heading that way.
I was heading towards Scythus.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Do you think it's an idea to tell your friend about what we saw? You know, the big demon.
When we're not, when we're in safer waters, I think absolutely. I don't think right now is the best time. I think we should probably let them get us the hell out of here.
Some good news though. We know what attacked us.
Yeah, that was what I said. I think that we don't tell people about who that is, because if we tell other people, they might go for it, and I would quite like that kill.
On who?
The guy who got us in session 1.
Oh yeah. I'm talking more about the puppeteer lady. She's.
Oh yeah, no. Sooner she's out of the way and we have nothing to do with it, the better.
Well, also like if she's going to be fucking up Midas, I say we just let her fuck up Midas.
Pretty much.
The guy who, the guy
That's kind of my thinking. I mean, I've got no issue with her apart from she's got the thing that I was asked to get, so I kind of need that.
Oh yeah, that seems like like an issue.
is that the guy that was your captor?
White Harbour.
Yeah, he was there.
He's there.
He didn't get killed.
He
did
teleported away.
He teleported
Coward.
out. And he wasn't one of the vampires either.
He didn't present any vampire-y things, so I assume
So
not.
who was the guy? It was just the host of the party
Yeah.
who was like,
And he
I
had
need
some
to go."
thralls.
And by the looks of him, not by the looks of him, he was definitely the guy that attacked us on the Cavalier in session 1.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he's yeah.
He's an issue, but also he might be dead now. His whole island just collapsed. in
That's
on
true.
itself.
I hope not.
I doubt he's dead.
I want to pluck his eyes out.
But like, if his, I don't know how vampires work. If their coffins are destroyed, what happens? Is that like a bad thing for them? Because like, surely that would have happened.
His
Like, that's
coffin
his
was
spawn
missing.
point. Sorry, what was that?
His coffin was missing.
His ancestors was there, but he was not, his coffin
That's
was
true.
Oh yeah.
not.
Well, all the other coffins were probably destroyed at least.
God, that wasn't even his first house. How rich is this guy?
It's like concern.
With respect to everyone else, I think that guy's mine. Okay, we clear?
Yeah, that's
Deal.
fair.
The thing is, though, he tried to kill the ship before. Obviously, he came after us the first time.
No, way away from his home.
Did he know something about us? Do you think, or was there something aboard the Cavaliers that he wanted?
I think
or
he was
someone?
just hunting.
Do you think he was just being malicious?
I think
Much in the same way that we took those 4 ships, I think he just was having fun.
He was just trying to. Okay.
We were lucky.
Yeah,
Or
and he,
lucky.
well, I mean, he let you. Well, he didn't let us go per se, but yeah, you know.
He destroyed our ship.
Well, yeah, I know.
Well, lucky we didn't drown,
Dan,
especially
you know
seeing as
when-
Garv had an anchor with him.
It's suspicious. That.
Miraculous, isn't
Dan, you know
it?
when, what was this guy's name again? What was his name?
Commander Vorrigan Hartwell.
Okay, so like when he said to me the hunt is on, did I get the inclination then that he was probably gonna like come after us? In the future.
Go ahead and make a retroactive insight check.
When
for
he
me.
said the hunt is on, did he mean the hunt is on?
Or was he talking about he'd put on The Hunt on Channel 4?
What did you get, sorry, Annie?
Hunt is on, I gotta go now. He said none that 20.
Nice. So you think about it, and you read from him in that moment that there was like, although he was surprised and seemingly offended that he thought you brought these people into his house and were kind of attacking back at him, you get the feeling that he was excited by this. And when he said the hunt is on, you do indeed think that he would make good on his promise.
Holy shit.
You get the feeling
Wait,
that
so
he
this-
feels that you have tried to hunt him in return, and now in a sinister kind of game, that he may try to hunt you as well.
This is fucking
I may have-
So I'm gonna relay that to everyone then and just be like, I think we might be seeing him before, you know. Yeah, I think he might be seeing us before we see him.
Footfall
So
instantly
he-
sits down and
he
starts
thinks
whittling
we
some
got
steaks.
the creepy woman in.
Oh,
He thinks the puppeteer mistress
No,
worked with us.
I think he's under the impression that we brought
No, I-
people into his home at least.
Bastard.
Yeah.
Yeah, we brought ourselves to his home and like raided it and whatnot. Like I think he thinks we brought the puppet. master
Also,
woman
though,
there,
bright
but-
side, his home was destroyed, so he probably won't realise that we we robbed him literally blind. Like,
Yeah.
True.
It wouldn't be a huge logic leap for him to think we were connected to that, though.
yeah, I suppose.
When he
but-
finds this fucking orrery on the pirate equivalent of eBay.
I'm keeping the
It's
order.
like he can obviously see through. He can either see through like enchantments, or he can like literally smell us. Like
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't know
yeah.
how he knew that it was. Yeah.
They had a little sniff.
Yeah, he was like, I
But-
can smell your
oh.
blood, Mira.
Dan, I'd like to retroactively say how disappointed I am that there's no location in this world called the Ease Bay, which is just a massive trading port.
Oh, you know. Who said it's on this plane?
Oh no.
Get back to Wicklow.
I need steak. Can I put steaks in a gun?
I think that's a crossbow.
Oh shit! I need a crossbow.
But yeah, when do we get back to Blackbeard?
So yeah, you guys, as you set in for this journey, you find your bed in the night, and Nem, you get to sleep a lot easier than the rest of your companions. The other 5 of you, as you sleep, you see visions, just repeats of everything that had happened. Her torso weirdly stretching and her growing forearms, the amalgamation of flesh that seemed to just appear and smash its way through portions of the building, the dogs that were seemingly able to consume souls of the dead. And you toss and turn and do not get good night's sleeps whatsoever. I need all of you, apart from Nem, to give me sanity saving throws, as you each have 1 point of madness.
this is like because Nam has so many visions and nightmares anyway that there literally just wasn't room for more. Like
What's the 17? A +3?
Yeah.
Cool. It's not brilliant, but
She wakes up screaming from like an ordinary dream.
So, Garth,
12.
Warren,
10.
I was flying.
14.
14, Cyphus,
7.
7, and River.
7.
I get
7.
the feeling not one of us passed that.
Yeah,
The DC
maybe you.
The DC was 10,
Oh,
Hey!
fucking
as you guys only had one madness point. However, for the other two,
do I take it away? Is it gone?
Hmm?
Is my one madness point gone?
yes, the madness points are now gone for all of you, even the ones who failed. Cyphus and River, it's extremely hard for you to sleep over this evening. You see these visions of everything that took place, the green tendrils stretching out, the mistress with 4 arms, one clutching the orb, and the 3 symbols on her hand seem to almost burn their way into your head as you recall the upward stave with a spiked skull on top, an upside down pair of bound hands, and a runic circle with many other runes on the inside and various lines drawing and connecting it up.
Intricate tattoo for
I
a
would
man.
like, as these flash back into your
Dan,
mind,
could you say those again, please?
Yeah.
I can indeed. So it was a upright kind of staff or stave that ended in a spiked skull, a pair of bound hands that were upside down, and a circular rune that had other runes inside and various lines drawing and connecting them together. The other hand, of course, holding the strange black orb.
The spiked skull, is that similar to the one that I had the holy symbol for at the start of the campaign?
You immediately recognize this. Yes, it is. That is the symbol of Orcus, the god of undeath.
Oh.
You,
No.
I would also like the both of you, as these visions again present themselves to you, River and Cyphus, to make either religion or history checks for me, please.
Ooh, I think I'm bad at both of those. Yeah, I'm equally
Can
shit
I
at both of
assist
those.
or no?
No, as this happens in their sleep.
That is history 18.
Nice.
Implying that Nem's not in all of our dreams.
That'll
Not
be
yet, yes.
Is that
a religion 4.
Religion 4. So, River, you don't recognize any of them. They're just these strange symbols that seem to... What was that, Tom?
Is that semi-accurate? They're like 3 little...
Cool. But yeah, Cyphus, as you kind of like maybe wake once or twice in the night, you begin recognizing them. You recognize the first one being the symbol of Orcus. You recognize the second one, the upside down bound hands. This is almost a perversion on what is typically a pretty good god. You know that the lawful good god Vinclume, who is the lawful good god of jailers, what's the word? Reformation, and you know this god to kind of teach reformation through jail time. They kind of believe in teaching people the error of their ways. But this symbol was instead of being upright like his normal followers, it was upside down. And the third one, the circle with the various runes, you recognize because you've actually seen it before. You don't know what it is. But when you were in the Tomb of Winter, inside a coral coffin, you had a small piece of paper that had a rune emblazoned on it.
I think Callum still has that.
He does.
Yeah.
Killing it.
Keeps it all. It's in his sack.
Yeah,
Yes!
that's the one.
Chat.
That is the symbol that you are unsure of what it is, but it was definitely emblazoned on one of the lower hands of this mistress. But you all get your long rest, and you all wake up.
That's not
Madness points.
I just forget about.
Madness points.
just all of it.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, what did you say, Callum?
I said the Cypher sleeps for maybe half an hour in total. He is. What?
You all then travel over the next few days towards the rendezvous point. And the thing that you notice is that it would normally take a ship around 16 days to sail from Kamor Cerulean up to that narrow pass near the volcano. You guys do it in 8. This ship is fast, exceedingly fast. It doesn't have to deal with the winds or any choppy waters above, as you are just thrust by water elementals under the water towards your destination.
I need to get me one of those.
Eventually, as
One
the
day.
sun is kind of beginning to set, you feel altitude as you begin to rise and resurface. You can almost just feel it in your bodies before eventually The swordfish breaks the surface of the water and comes to rest. And any
There's
of you,
air in my blood.
We're just like raisins, like.
yeah, just prunes. And surprisingly, you don't seem to have any adverse effects from being underwater for a long time while aboard this ship.
Sweet.
Apart from the I'll always reminisce from hotboxing wine.
Yeah,
But
apart from hotboxing wine, but I guess that's not a negative. So
it is because I'll never feel it again.
yeah, the ship resurfaces, bounces a little bit, and you can see through the deck 2 ships inside this pass. You see the volcano smoking off to the north, maybe a handful of miles away, and you see the Queen Anne's Revenge as well as the good old Sea Razor, a couple 100 feet apart, anchored, just floating.
Oh, I'm so excited.
You begin to hear the sound of ding 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 from the 2 ships as some notification bell seems to have gone off.
They open fire.
Jinzarem kind of locks the wheel in place. You see as Tide moves her hand and the ship slow crawls to a stop. Turns to the lot of you. Right, I believe we are meeting aboard the Queen Anne's Revenge.
Can
Of
I
course.
imagine it, or does Jinzaram have a tiny cowboy hat?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Well, it's not a cowboy hat, but I can show you a picture if you want. If you really want,
I can bring it up. You
Is
do
it
it.
like Famous' bowler?
It's not, unfortunately. And Fames has a fedora, thank
Oh
you.
shit!
very
Who
much.
do we give the bowler hat to?
Oh,
Wasn't there like...
Hickory.
Yeah, of course, Hickory.
Hickory needs a little bowler hat.
If it wasn't Hickory, whoever did get it, I'm taking it from them. Yeah, there he is. His little cowboy hat.
Is it normal size for Hickory, the little hat, or
The what?
the little bowler hat? Is it not normal size for Hickory?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, just about.
Okay.
Rule of cool.
Too big for him. You see as Jinzarem turns to you and says, Tide will transport us there. Stand near. You see as he kind of, from his back, and pulls the trident and the sword kind of gets it at the ready.
Who's tied?
Apologies. This is Priestess Tide. She is one of the tentacles of the Church of Kraken.
A pleasure.
And one of my personal wards. She kind of like nods. You see that this woman is... I'm just going to check. Because I don't want to get it wrong, but I believe she's a ward genasi. Yes, she is a ward genasi. You see a female ward genasi, like I say, in these long kind of robes that have these cloth tassels kind of coming off them with various kind of sea-based imagery and trinkets around it.
One of the
Around her.
tentacles of the Kraken, did you say?
Yes.
Got to assume there's probably 8 then.
Yeah.
I don't
They're
know.
not the same as pirate lords, no?
Nah.
No, I assume it's not something that Mostella's heard of. So.
Nah, it's something that is specific to Reef.
Yeah.
Um,
that makes sense.
So yeah, it's not likely any of you, but apart from Cyathus would know. But yeah, you go up, you see as she moves her hands and the water spirals out around you guys before spiraling back in, almost pulling you in closer to each other before, with a splash of water, you find your feet land against solid wood, you feel the wind immediately against your skin again. Garv lets out a high burp, a side effect from teleportation,
Whoa.
as you find yourself on the Queen Anne's Revenge. And as you look around on the deck, you see the deck is cleared. There doesn't seem to be anyone working around, and a lot of the boxes and the kind of the hempen rope and everything has been pushed to the sides. And you can see lots of chairs have been laid out here, just for you guys to sit down in a large kind of circular area.
Are we damp?
You are pretty damp, yes.
Ugh, grim.
You see as Blackbeard is stood there kind of waiting expectantly. Just behind him to the left you see the large Fearbolg, character of the Brute, who tends to stick fairly close to him. And you can see a couple of crewmen kind of just cleaning various parts of the ship. They kind of looks to the lot of you. You all made it then.
Just about.
Just about.
Love the crazy eyes that you do for Blackbeard
Yeah.
every time.
I watched a lot of Jeffrey Rush playing Barbosa to get it right. It was watch video, practice in Mira. Watch video, practice in Mira.
Yeah. we
Yeah.
made it.
It sucked. It went horribly wrong.
What
But
about
we did our job great.
Yeah, the heist didn't go badly. The whole party as a whole went badly, but
Yeah.
that means that's kind of the goal, isn't
What,
it?
remind me, what was the town that we were in again?
Camorsarilian.
Camorsarilian. That's gone now.
I'd heard a few words on the winds. Very strange goings on. Nothing I've ever seen, which is
I'd say it went pretty excellent.
quite scary.
I think we robbed him completely blind.
Oh, yeah, we took everything.
We were in it for the money, so regardless of whether that spit of a settlement still stands or not, what are we waiting for?
Honestly, I'm counting it as a plus.
Let's break out the gold and let's divvy it up, and then let's celebrate.
Oh, yeah, pop down the portable hole.
So you unfold the portable hole and kind of you all kind of take turns kind of like helping take stuff out before Blackbeard eventually folds it back up when it's empty and tucks it into his jacket. Right, well, there are certain, you see he kind of looks, taking stock of the suits of armour, the various kind of bits of jewellery, trinkets, the large orrery. You see as both Jinzarem and Blackbeard are kind of like looking like amongst all of the various goods.
And the 2 suitcases.
Have
And
they
they come in 2
asked
suitcases.
about the stuff that we have in our personal bags of holding?
Not yet, no.
Okay, I don't move to do anything with it.
Well, I believe as
the
the chest is actually pulled out as well.
Oh no.
Everyone make wisdom saving throws.
Oh, fuck yes. Oh, yeah, that's what
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, fuck me.
Both Jinzarem and Blackbeard will use legendary resistances to pass.
Oh, I'm not rolling well today.
If I've passed this check already, do I have to make it?
You do, yes.
That's
it
a rip.
refreshes every 24 hours.
Yeah, definitely failed that. That's a 6.
Oh,
That was a nat 20.
Nice.
12.
12. Nem? 24, I think I read on your lips, but you're muted. Yeah, 24. Cool.
Sorry, everyone.
It's alright, I still got the answer. It's all good. Scythus.
25.
Nice river.
17.
17. So Garv and Mastella, you see as these two immediately just go almost white in the face and begin backing up away from this chest.
I dive off the ship.
As fear comes over, you just dive off the ship and you just feel you need to get a safe distance away, which in this case you see as they get about 60 feet away right to the edges of the ship, or as Garv jumps off and just kind of stands away. You see as Blackbeard kind of looks at the chest curiously, kind of looks at those two.
Is it gone yet? I imagine I'm quite close to Blackbeard and Jinzaram as like we're watching them all go mad, and as Scarf jumps off, I sort of watch them go 150 feet, 200 feet, and I back away from the captain as fast as I can.
Inspiration. You see as Blackbeard kind of waves his hand in your direction, Mastella, and then kind of looks over the ship. Sees you kind of like floating in the water, waves his hand. You feel as this dispel washes over you as he casts dispel magic.
Oh,
And the fear is gone.
Oh, don't know what came over.
That's an interesting find. Well, I would assume by that some of these items are magical. What say we divvy up everything that's worth gold? If you don't want to sell the items yourself, I'm more than happy to foot the bill and sell them on later down the line. And then we can divvy up the magic items. Scythus, I believe you had first pick, didn't you?
Oh, right. Yeah, that's a thing that I said once. Yeah, sure, why not? That's our first pick. It'll be fun.
Let's sort this out then. You see as Blackbeard begins to cast Detect Magic, and Jinzarim says, we will have Tide cast Detect Magic as well. Old habits, Arthur. You see as he kind of like snarls a bit as he's mid-casting, and then you see as Tide begins to shift her staff as they both cast Detect Magic to make sure that everything is on the up and up.
And we will have one of our crew cast Detect Magic, so we feel welcome here. I don't know which of you knows it.
And does it for our crew.
Nice. So as you step forward and you, Blackbeard, and Tide begin going and kind of like separating out the various items that seem to have magical auras around them. The items that seem to have magical auras are the chest, of course.
Luggage,
as well as a strange talisman that seems to be made of complete kind of black, and it has this screaming face on the front of it with its jaw agape and this green gem almost pushing its way out of its mouth.
Yes.
I do not want that.
There's also the book that you had taken as
I was
well.
going to ask if I could keep that in my bag of holding.
Has, I believe it was placed in the portable hole.
I picked that one up before we had the portable hole.
Cool.
Wasn't it? Or I don't know.
Where did you grab it before or after shit kicked off?
Because you were with Garv when you
Grabbed all of the necklaces.
He didn't get the portable hole until I killed that servant in the kitchen.
True, which means you guys wouldn't be able to get the 3 suits of armor because they. Oh no, you took.
Yeah, you took them
them
piece by
Yeah, we
piece.
just went
Yeah.
piece by piece. But that, I mean, that's fine. I'll just put it in the pile, whatever. Unless it looked particularly directly interesting to Mastella, as in like it was covered in stars.
It wasn't covered in stars. It's quite a nice tome. It looks fairly old, although the pages are quite well intact. It's got this kind of like nice kind of bronzish, kind of dull bronze inlay to the cover. But yeah, without casting Identify, you wouldn't know what they did.
I mean, I'd be intrigued by it. I'd probably ask to read it before it was sold.
That's cool. So it's all part of the middle. There's a cutlass that also seems to be magical as well.
All the wine was in the portable hold too.
Yes, all the wine is also kind of put out.
His entire desk and notes, I think, were in the portable hold.
Oh, fuck.
List of stuff that I've got.
No, because you grabbed that. That wouldn't have gone in the hole.
Oh, I got the notes.
Yeah.
Did we put
you
the
got,
desk
you got
in
the
the
notes,
hole?
you put the chest in the, in the hole, but you basically destroyed it. Well, it wasn't a kind of closed desk, it was just a writing desk.
Oh, okay, cool.
So you just swept everything off it and...
Into my hole.
whacked
Into
it
my
hole.
Don't tell anyone.
But yeah, you see as those...
Any of the rings?
None of the rings seem to be magical.
Hey.
Neither is the orrery either, as all that stuff is kind of pushed over to one side, and then these, the talisman, the tome, the cutlass, and...
Is the cutlass the sword that I found in that room as well?
It is, yes. And
The chest.
the chest, yes, that's the one, and the
So
chest
you can
all have magical auras.
I can't wait for us to get to the Ori and it's just like, this one's actually a fake. It won't get 10 gold.
It's actually just limestone.
Do the contents of the chest give off any magical indication?
You don't seem to pick up any magic from inside the chest. You're not sure if this is a defense of the enchantment placed on the chest or whether there's just nothing magical in there, but yeah, you don't pick up anything. The loot is all kind of like spread out. You see as Blackbeard kind of stands to one side with the brute behind him, Jinzarem and Tide to the other, and you guys to the other side of this kind of circle. You see as Blackbeard kind of gestures to the veritable horde that you have in front of you. Well, Master Scythus, crew of Sea Razor, take your pick. What you want?
Right. Captain, I place this decision firmly in your capable wings.
Oh, thank you. So what have I got? I've got the chest, which we don't think there's anything magical inside. We've got the sword, we've got the book, and we've got the necklace.
Yeah.
Is this
Anything
like
I missed?
That's it. That's everything.
Cool.
Those 4 items.
Is this like a a situation where we can see what's inside the chest before picking it, or not?
Yeah, we should be able to see inside.
Thank you.
If you wanna put that forward to the group.
Yeah.
The worry there is like, if we do that, then that means that we don't get first pick of what's inside. Whereas right now, it's a mystery box.
True.
Oh yeah, I put loot boxes in.
Yeah, you. No. Okay, huddle up, and I get everyone together. Anyone got a preference?
It's a book.
Book. I mean, I'd like the sword, but that's for personal gain.
Do we know what any of them do?
No.
Okay.
It's just on what looks pretty.
That would be useful. Scythus, you can tell what things do, right?
I can detect magic, but I not able. Hang out.
I can tell you the schools.
Shut me the fuck up, and I pull out the dwarven spyglass.
That's what I was hoping for.
Hey.
As you pull up, you go up to inspect the items. You see as Blackbeard then also steps forward and says, "If there's to be identifying."
Oh, I mean, go ahead.
Yeah,
I wasn't going to stop you.
You both begin casting Identify, and you find that the chest is enchanted with a antipathy/sympathy spell, which means that anyone that views it needs to make a wisdom saving throw or become frightened and immediately needs to get as far away from it as possible. It's specifically, the enchantment specifically targets living humans. The talisman is a talisman of the sphere. Basically, this means that if you make a check to try and control something called a sphere of annihilation, you have it gives you a benefit to the check. The tome
I
is
hate that that's been added in as something that we might need.
the tome is a tome of leadership and influence, which, if read for 48 hours over 6 days, will increase your charisma by 2. And the cutlass is a +3 cutlass.
I still want to know what's in the chest, guys.
Could we figure out
So do
from
I.
that check if the book is a once and done thing, or all of us could read it?
Yeah, so you'd be able to. The magic in the book refreshes every decade.
Okay.
It is a
It's like
it's one of the many wondrous tomes that seem to invigorate.
All right, we do that, and the one with the shortest life gets to read it first. So, thanks, guys. No.
As a charisma-based spellcaster. But anyway.
I was going to say, is there anyone who...
Half your party's charisma
really
based
benefits?
spellcasters.
Yeah.
I was going to say I'm a charisma-based spellcaster as well. But I don't know.
It's
Yeah, I
everyone
just-
but Callum is, who is a spellcaster.
Oh, I mean, I don't want have it came.
Okay.
Well, we might not get that, so it's fine. I was just being silly.
I want it.
You want the book?
I want to see
Okay.
what's inside the chest. What
I
if
would
there's
like to
even
see-
better goodies in there?
That's what I'm thinking.
There's a
Worst
chest
case scenario,
inside his lair as well. That was like the deepest part of his lair.
That's-
There's got to be some good stuff in
God,
that
you're
chest.
so right.
I think the fact that it specifically targets living humans.
Yeah, because he's
Is
he's a vampire, so it wouldn't affect him.
Oh, smart.
Yeah. So he can get in it, but thieves can't.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, Captain.
Have we got
can
his?
tell
Have
what's
we
in the
got his
chest.
coffin?
Didn't find his coffin.
We found all the other coffins, but not his.
It could be his heart. Maybe we need to put it in a jar of
This could
dirt.
be
I don't remember the
something.
plot of that movie.
Yeah, this could be his coffin. Shit.
What if it's empty though?
It could be.
I will say that, like,
got
when you
that
were picking it up,
idea.
it certainly didn't feel empty.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna give
You
it a
can pick
shake.
up easy enough. It's got some heft to it. You hear, like, multiple things kind of...
Multiple things.
Full of Legos.
It feels good.
As a
Does it feel good?
That's up to your interpretation.
Can we not get Green Mile to bust the lock or something?
We can, but then everyone's going to see what's inside.
And we don't get the stuff inside. We just get an empty chest.
Yeah.
I've a mystery
Oh.
box.
Chest.
Mr. Blackbeard, sir,
Aye.
Let's.
if we choose the chest,
Oh no.
Yes.
do we get what's inside it as well?
I don't see why not. I
Okay.
assumed that were the case.
I thought it was
Did you,
just-
Ginger M? You see this Ginger M just kind of...
Reasonable
sat on the
pirate
rocks.
lord right there.
Oh, bless him.
You've done fair work. Fair pay.
I think because all of the items in there. I want to say mystery box personally. I think all of the items could
Yes, so do
benefit
I.
one person a lot, whereas this box clearly has multiple things, so it could help more people.
We're still going to get a shitload of gold from like.
And we're
our
going to get a
split.
shitload of gold anyway. We can buy magic necklaces and books.
Mr. Blackbeard, I would just like to say, so if we pick we obviously picks the first thing, you know, you said that we get to pick the first thing. Does that mean we don't get any of the other stuff? Because I would really like that book, but I'm starting to think we won't have it.
It just means that you get first pick.
Oh.
Either myself or Ginger M will have next pick, and then, well, lucky for you, there's 4 items, so...
Hey, we get 2 anyway. Might get lucky.
Not necessarily, but I suppose perhaps. Okay.
Well, if you did want the 4th, we could always work out something. He points over to the pile of, like, gold rings, the orrery, the suits
a
of
good point.
I
armour.
would like to know how much the orrery is worth before we divide this up, because these guys didn't want to take it, and I am glad that we did. You know?
I'd estimate that it's worth a lot, but... We'll see. What's your choice?
I think
Is there anyone here who is openly against the mystery box?
No, we can put all our cool shit in it, and then people are scared when they try and stake our stuff.
Yeah.
Take it. I mean, take it.
We go for the chest.
I don't want to be constantly afraid of something that's on the boat. Though.
But also, like, our crew won't steal from it either.
Yeah, but neither will I.
Why would you be stealing
No,
from
I'm
us?
not being I won't be able to get into it at all.
We'll
Yeah,
put
let's
it-
just go as it's, you know.
We'll put it somewhere quiet. We'll tie it to the bottom of the ship. We'll use it as our figurehead.
Oh God, that's
I mean, we could also just dispel the enchantment on the chest,
That's a
because we're kind of more interested in what's inside it.
that's a straight man's idea of solving things. We're not about that here.
Yeah, okay, you know what, Mystery Box, you know, it's fine. It might have some legendary things. Probably not.
I'll huck it over my shoulder like Terminator does with a coffin.
Nice. You
Oh, nice.
Oh, yes.
see his,
Well, busts a lock.
you see his Blackbeard kind of moves his hand towards Ginger M, kind of inviting him into the circle. Ginger M kind of slowly walks.
Might have just given Ginger a +2 to charisma.
Picks up the book, kind of
Oops it.
He just throws it, kind of
God.
Hey.
picks up the cutlass, kind of
Oh yeah, like
Shooting
he's gonna
sky.
need that.
puts it down as he's holding Black Razor with his upper set of hands.
Yeah.
Picks up, looks at the talisman. Seems a bit of a poor choice, but he puts the talisman around his neck, kind of walks back.
Summons the spear, kills all of us.
And now I take everything.
Sees Blackbeard kind of walks forward, looks at the cutlass, then looks at the book, kind of makes eye contact with you, Mistella, as he bends down, picks up the book, and then backs away.
Oh.
Never reveal your hand.
First rule of negotiation, Mistella, don't say what you want.
That's okay. I mean, I
Not
also.
at first, anyway.
Yeah.
Kind of begins flicking through. Well, looks like the cutlass is left.
Go on then. No one else can use it.
I would like
Okay.
it.
I was going to say, you're the only other captain here.
It's a short sword, basically.
I've got proficiency in light weapons now because I'm a fighter.
Didn't you take the Great Weapon Master though?
But I can still use
I
it.
could.
Oh yeah,
use
but
it,
you, yeah. maybe.
Cutlass is essentially a rapier, equivalent of, but there's 1d8 slashing.
Yeah, I'll grab it.
Oh, yeah, go for and grab it. Right then, that was easy enough. Right, that old pile over there. Do you want gold up front, or you wanting to sell your own goods?
You know, what are you happy with?
I mean, we've got a guy.
We do have a guy.
Oh, he's pretty good as well.
He's a good
Well,
guy.
okay.
Blackbeard's got a guy
He's
too.
very good.
If we use,
Blackbeard might like.
Undercut us.
He might undercut us.
well, we do have to pay Asher extra if we go through here.
Oh yeah, fuck. We're getting undercuts either way. Crap.
At least this way we won't be connected to any of that gunk.
How much does Mostella think the table is worth?
Make a straight intelligence check.
That's cop.
Dan, does a cutlass function like a short sword or a scimitar?
Like a rapier, except it's
Natural
slashing
advantage.
damage.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh,
You're pretty sure that table's probably worth... Actually, I'll give you the exact price, because yeah, it's an nat 20. That table is worth 13,000 gold pieces. It is a prestigious art item. It is impeccably made.
Blackbeard, if we, so I know now, I guess, how much that's worth. Blackbeard, if we were to just say to take the gold, how much would you give us total to think as our cut?
Well, because I worked it out ahead of the session,
Thank God.
both Ginzerem and I,
does
from
that
this
mean?
lot, would be getting around 39,900 gold pieces each. And you lot, the wonderful crew of Sea Razor, will be getting around 34,000.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I think that's fine.
That's quite a lot.
I think, and now we don't have to worry about selling it as well. I think that's
So it's
Quite a-
4,000.
quite a lot of money, isn't
pretty
it?
good.
And there's also no paper trail to us.
Exactly.
I mean, apart from the fact that we were there.
Apart from the horde of owls that were
Yeah.
quite
We
clearly
just have-
visible.
We don't even
Well,
have to launder
And
it.
the owner of all this stuff swearing revenge on us.
There.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I'm happy to take
Can
the.
I make a small negotiation? Thank you. Blackbeard, so it was 34,000, did you say? You know, Blackbeard, that I really want that book. You know that.
That'll do.
I would like to make you an offer, I suppose, or I guess a proposition. I mean, I'm not to toot my own horn, but I was largely responsible for bringing in this large table over here. It was...
And a beautiful table it is.
yeah, absolutely, and I would say that this is a quite expensive item for the to put into the pot, you know. And I'm quite. I suppose I was responsible for a lot of the items. I would be happy to take a small cut, maybe 1,000 gold, perhaps ish, from the money. I'll take that exclusively out of my cut. But I think as I am responsible for bringing a lot of this in. I think I would like the book, man. I mean, we can be amicable here. If you really want it, that's fine. But
Do you know how much this book is worth?
I can tell you, I do not.
30,000 gold, roughly, if you're buying from a good seller.
I didn't mean to insult you. I will jump off the ship now.
That's quite alright, and besides, I think this will boost my spellcasting capabilities, so I'm going to have to decline, Mr. Naval. Yes.
That's okay, it was mine as well. It's only because of me, but
Yes,
that's
and,
fine.
we wouldn't want that now, would we?
In hindsight, we have allowed 2 pirate lords to get items which are definitely going to be useful in boss fights we'll have to deal with later in trade of a mystery box.
Yeah, done.
We don't know.
What's in the mystery box?
We don't.
Yeah.
We don't.
Open it now.
It better be
When we
good.
go.
I hope it's just fine silks and that's it.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh, that's on me. I'm
If it's-
sorry, guys.
Saffron.
If it's not
Just
a
loads of
lot
No,
of gold.
we all agreed to that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm happy with taking that straight cut and leaving you to.
How much was the gold?
34,000 gold.
Right, y'all each get 3,400 gold.
Oh yes.
You see as Blackbeard unfolds the portable hole again, kind of puts the items that he's going to sell later on into it, and then promptly pays you guys quite a large sum of gold that he seems to have just on hand.
Yeah, of course he does. Blackbeard's the kind of guy that was a bit pissed off that Apple Pay's max at this point is £10,000.
Yeah, it's so inconvenient for him.
Yeah.
Was that 3,400 by the way, Gal?
Yep.
I mean, exactly 4,000 gold.
You see as, this is all kind of divvied up, there's kind of chit chat between Jinzarem and Tide and Blackbeard, but nothing of kind of note before. Jinzarem is kind of almost gearing up to leave, as you can see the discomfort on his face, kind of being out in the open air, not in the water. He kind of looks towards you, Scythus, and just says, Scythus, before I go, a word?
Well, I was actually going to ask you for one, so yes, anything.
Yes. Well, if you come to me one moment, he turns back to the group. It was a pleasure to work with most of you, as he looks towards Blackbeard again. You see his Blackbeard kind of, hopefully it's a step towards fixing our relationship, Jinzaren. I doubt it.
Was a pleasure working with you too, sir. Hopefully this is the start of a wonderful friendship.
Be careful of the company you keep. Looks back towards Blackbeard, kind of, but gives a nod of respect to each of you.
Everyone's my friend until they prove otherwise.
You see as you kind of say that, you see as Tide has placed her hand both on Scythus and Jinzarem's shoulder as they shift back into the boat.
Oh wait, no, he's not.
As they disappear, just before I waits for 1 second, he's like, yes, got the last word in.
Yeah, nice, bro.
Thanks.
Scythus, you appear in that main deck room of Swordfish once more. You see as Jinzarem turns to Tide and says, leave us for now. I'll speak to you in a bit. She nods humbly to him and then kind of leaves. He looks down towards you. You have proven yourself more than once to me, Scythus. You've proven yourself even more when I picked you up with your honesty, despite the mission going somewhat awry. I appreciate and I respect that about you. Kind of places his hands on each of your shoulders. Many people have failed me over the years. No one has ever failed me twice. I trust in you and your abilities that will not happen again.
No. I don't know what to say, really. I let you down. I let myself down. And I'm sorry.
You were faced with unconceivable, strange creatures that I do not understand. Do not be so hard on yourself. It kind of taps you and then kind of releases your shoulders. I have some work with Tide to do, but we will try to track this many-armed woman, and we will be in touch.
she called herself the puppeteer mistress, I think it was, or the puppeteer something or other.
Puppeteer mistress. Were
And
you
she mentioned she was with the Cult of the Unshackled.
Cult of Unshackled? Not one
I don't know if...
I have heard.
Oh, it's not something I've come across.
He contemplates for a moment, getting lost in thought as he usually does, and you see that kind of the dull look across his face from a less than intelligent mind trying to comprehend things that it doesn't understand. He then kind of...
What I will also give him is the piece of paper that had that circle on it, the symbol, and say that's probably going to be useful in tracking her, and give that to Tide, and any information she can pass on would be greatly appreciated.
We'll be in touch, but yes, you have earned a rest. I suggest you go and take it. You and your friends have been through a lot, it seems.
Something tells me we're about to go and have a chat with a load of fire giants, so yeah, I mean, that's restful in comparison to fighting on whatever the fuck it was we just fought, so yeah, I'll take my mind off it.
It is a good job that you are born of water, then, if you are heading
Oh, it's going to be... I'm so excited to be inside a volcano. It's as if my skin wasn't dry enough already.
I know what you mean. The surface air, it does not sit right with me. But I will head back to Reef. I will send word if I am elsewhere, but you can find me there, if needed.
Gingerem, sir, can I ask you a favour?
What is the favour you have in mind?
I take 1,000 gold from my coin purse and hand it to him and say, would you mind passing this on to my father and sister?
I will deliver it to them personally to ensure its safe arrival.
Thank you ever so much.
Kind of straps the gold kind of to his belt. He gives you your leave. You guys see as eventually as Cyprus as you swimming through the water back up to the boat as you all go back to Sea Razor. Blackbeard as well also seems to leave sailing in this direction through the pass.
To the west.
Yes, sailing off to the west as you see the Queen Anne's Revenge slowly leaving. As you kind of take this breath and you have this chest on board, you see as a couple of the crew members begin to back away from the chest, whereas Clash kind of walks up to you and says, well, you survived then.
Oh my god,
good.
Clash is on dead.
Good to hear.
I was going to say, he's not alive, is he?
No.
Shit.
He just passed his save.
Oh, okay.
I want it canon, we all perspective though.
Right.
Alright, definitely not dead, Clash. Here's 4,000 gold, divvy that amongst yourselves.
No, shit.
For the whole crew, not just for you.
I know.
To share, Clash.
Crew, it's payday. Coming up. It's good to see you. Been a couple of weeks.
It has. I've missed you all.
We've missed you as well, and actually, both Fames and Grooksha had a bit of an idea.
Oh.
Hey, lads, you want to go and grab a couple of kegs? And he snaps. Seeing that you guys have also brought kegs aboard, he's kind of a bit like, oh.
I was going to say in retrospect, can I ask that we take, like, instead of like some of my cut, if I can get some of the...
They would have allowed you to have all the alcohol, as one, Ginzerem doesn't drink because he's underwater, and Blackbeard has more than enough alcohol on board.
And my next question, which I wish I'd asked beforehand, because it's been eating at me for a week now, what was in the luggage?
What was in the luggage? So, you oh yeah, I guess you just got your payment up front. The luggage was both the luggage of Destin de Mowbray and Urin Merrybring, and there were a few kind of valuable items. So some silk robe, some gold dragon comb set, a lot of very nice kind of items that they had travel items that they brought with them, which was just extra gold.
Okay, cool. Sweet. At least I knew.
Fancy, just clothes.
Alright,
that's exactly what I was hoping for.
Alright, let's fucking bust this open. What the fuck are we waiting
Let's have a
for?
few drinks first. Let's get nicely sauced.
Yeah, let's get fucking merry and then open it up.
Okay, alright.
You see as 3 kegs are pulled up to the top deck from the crew. One looks kind of shoddy and is like an off-brand, but the other 2 seem to be really nice brands of rum that you all recognise.
Sweet two rums and they've got the K in.
You see as Clash leans in and says, that one's for a clubber, just so he doesn't drink all the nice stuff.
Oh my god, you're geniuses.
Garv's at that barrel taking a swing like, this is great.
That was a Cloud's idea. Good brain on that one.
He's... Oh.
Anyway, you see as this barrel is kind of pushed over towards Clubber, who's sat there and kind of like gets a bit of a grin on his face.
A handle is attached to the barrel.
While
he's not looking, Clubber's not looking, I will pass Iqbal an extra 30 gold.
Nice.
It's like, very well done, sir.
Hey, well, thank you, Captain.
He takes it with his absolutely destroyed arm.
You see as he seems to be all right bringing up the barrel. Like there seems to be a few kind of winces here or there, but it seems functionality has almost restored.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Iqbal is... We discussed this recently. Iqbal's my favourite. I love him.
I'm big into it, Cloud. Having exercised him, I have a strong connection.
Yeah, you see as the crew begin pouring drinks, handing them out. They hand drinks to you guys first, obviously being through what you've been through, and see as they get into small talk, and all of them are pretty excited to see you guys.
Grooksha, come here.
You see as he comes on over, got a tankard in hand.
How's Butters doing?
Yeah.
That's the name I gave the cat, right?
Sure. She's been up in the crow's nest mainly.
Oh, very well done.
Staying away from
She
club.
can't get down.
Oh, that's a good shout. Well, here's 450 gold because you've been doing a pretty good job.
Thank you. I was going to say, need weapons cleaned or... The gun is pristine.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. You've
But
been
I've had
drinking
nothing
for
else to
like
do.
3 weeks. Yeah, sure. I'll just offload all my weapons onto him. You can do it later. Enjoy yourself.
Yeah, right. Kind of is that, and you guys, I guess, anchor up and pop the top of this chest.
Yeah, let's pop it.
As you all gather round, eventually you pop the top, and immediately the reflection, not of gold, but of silver, reflects up on your face. And you realise that this isn't silver, this is platinum. And this chest is half full of platinum. 2,000 platinum pieces.
Fucking hell!
As well as 4 platinum cast goblets, each worth 1,000 gold each. So that's an extra 24,000 gold.
Okay, that was worth it.
Holy shit!
That was worth it.
You see as all the crew are kind of like, most of them haven't seen that much wealth in there.
I pick up one of the platinum goblets and fill it and to my wonderful, wonderful crew and just down it in
all
one.
of them.
Yeah,
Raise tankards as well.
Yeah.
How much was it total?
24,000 gold pieces, unless you want to keep the platinum goblets. Which is
23, I want to keep at least one of them.
So 20,000 platinum pieces and then 4 1,000 gold pieces.
I think we
Yeah,
should
my
keep
God.
the goblets for forever entertaining someone important.
Well, I'll just keep.
Ooh.
Yeah, we'll keep the goblets for now. Everyone gets an extra 2,000 gold, and the crew get an extra 4,000 in their pot.
We nearly doubled
I think
our
we did
take.
okay.
That's an extra
So
4k onto the
Chest
ship.
was a pretty good choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
The book's still worth more, but it's fine.
Yeah, but only just.
Only just, yeah, true.
We got
Only just.
20k
Only one of us will benefit.
Perfect. We can
Yeah,
do
you
some
are
nice
right.
upgrades,
You
perhaps.
are right.
or if we need a repair.
Yeah. Yeah, apart from that, just, party out. I'll, for now, put the chest in my, the captain's quarters. Like, I don't need the platinum, just like the emptied, scary chest. Just hide it away somewhere.
Cool. All good. You managed to hide that away. Anything else anyone would like to do?
Get my bag of holding out and I guess piece by piece pull out the 6 suits of armour that are in there.
Yeah. You pull.
Scythus, my good man,
Yeah.
a person, would you happen to know if any of these were magical?
I'll cast Detect Magic.
None of them seem to be magical. They're all ornamental.
Fair enough.
However,
No, they're all ornamental.
you could summarise that in total, these suits are worth 2,000 gold each, and you've got 6 of them.
Cool.
It's another 12k.
So yeah, you need to sell them, but
I'll
so-
piece by piece put them back in bag of holding.
Through a lucky guess and theft, we have doubled our gains.
And then I will pull out the guard that's in my bag of holding.
Oh no!
You see as a corpse of one of the manor guards is just slapped onto the deck.
I take off all the armour and then I shove it towards Clubber.
Cool. Thank you.
That's right, Clubber treat.
Oh, he's got manners.
You see as he kind of like looks at the leg that he's just partially bit through, kind of rips it off, like dunks it in the barrel of ale, and
Oh boy.
Oh,
You'd be good to Clubber. Clubber's good to you.
He's Midas, I don't care that much.
He's dead already as well.
Yeah.
it's good.
Good.
That's fancy Midas too. That was upper class.
Can I have a bite?
Oh god. I can't wait to do this fire trial just so you stop eating everything.
Why? I take a bite of the barrel of the ale.
Why would he stop? Does he lose?
He loses that one again if I want to believe.
Yeah, I assume.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, presumably.
Yes, okay.
River would want to take Garb aside briefly, like somewhere where we couldn't necessarily be overheard. Obviously, Cybers might hear anyway, because I don't know if he knows how well good you are at listening.
Oh,
yeah, Certhus is a nosy bitch anyway, so if you are within 23 feet, he will try and listen.
What's up, River? You calling in your favour?
No, actually, not yet. I was. Don't know if you remember, we had a chat about morals a while ago now.
Alright, if that's about eating that Midas guy, Clubber did it first.
No, actually, I thought that was brilliant. You might remember, morals are slightly out the window for me when it comes to Midas.
Oh, great. Good.
I've just sort of called you aside because I think you're the compared to me, possibly equally aggressive towards Midas. I honestly don't think that puppeteer mistress seems all that bad.
No, I think we just let her do her business. Like, if she's going to keep on, going to Midas parties and killing everyone, that's fine by me. As long as, we can still keep pirating. That seems like a problem for future us.
You don't think she'd be a worthwhile ally then?
That's not something I'd considered. I think we'd need to know more about what they want in the grand scheme of things, because I like being alive quite a lot, and if they're against that, that's not going to mesh so well with my comings and goings. But if they want to fight Midas and we want to fight Midas, I don't see anything that's wrong with that.
Yeah. I might research her and her cults a little more, provided they're not necessarily demonic or undead. I might be interested in looking into them a little further. But just floating the idea, that was all.
I think it's a good idea. The enemy of my enemy is going to be my enemy later. That's what I always say.
Yeah.
But as of right now, maybe not.
Yeah.
I'm working on it. I'm workshopping that expression.
We'll
We'll get there somewhere.
Work, for sure.
Yeah. If you have any ideas, do come back.
We'll have a brainstorming session, maybe.
Yeah, I'd like that.
I'd love some sort of phrases I can whip out as my own quotable whim. So
You can totally use that. You can totally use that one.
Well, that's your one. I'd like an original, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think cool things to say.
Yeah, they're always good.
Someone's going to write a book about me one day, so I might as well have some good quotes for it.
I mean, I think Hickory's writing down everything we say, so presumably.
You kind of glance over to him. You see, for one of the few times Hickory's not got his notebook in his hand. He's got a tankard and seems to be chatting away with people.
He is writing on the
What
tankard.
are you doing?
He's like writing with the beer on the floor.
That was it. I'm just my kind of goal is to get as many powerful allies against Midas as possible. So,
I
it'd be
think
nice to have another.
if we can use them, I say we go for it.
All right. Well, I'll do a bit of research first and maybe loop back with you.
That's probably a good idea. I don't really do that kind of stuff, so I'll leave that in your hands. Or paws.
I don't mind a book.
What do you have? Are they hands or paws?
I have opposable thumbs, so it's kind of up for debate.
Oh, okay. Right.
I say
Bring it up at the
paws
next
personally.
I'd like a definite answer when we convene next.
I say pause.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get pissed.
Yeah, for sure. That was it.
You all begin drinking into the night. The crew very, very merry, very happy to see you.
If I can, there's one more thing I want to do tonight, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll sort of like sidle off to the side of the boat, like sort of away from the crowd a bit, and just quietly say, knowing he'll be able to hear, "Hey, Scythus."
Yep, Scythus is actually not drinking tonight. He's being emo Scythus again, so he's not drinking. So yeah, he'll pay attention and sidle on over. Hey, Captain.
Are you... Listen, are you alright? I know we fell out a bit about what you were planning to do there, and I know that can't... It didn't go well, and I'm sure that can't be feeling good. I just want to make sure you're okay.
I think that if we do another job for Jinza and it goes wrong, I think I might die.
Oh,
I think that's what he said. Kind of hard to read. He said, like, some people have failed me. No one's ever failed me twice. And I was like, okay, that seems quite fortunate. And then I was like, oh, subtext. Right. Okay. So, yeah, that's not great. I mean, I don't really feel great about letting him down either. I feel like I should have made more of an effort to go for the orb. And then, to be honest with you, everything that we saw, like, I assume that wasn't normal for being on land, but even more so than normal, it's the eyes. I can't stop seeing the eyes. They're fucking everywhere.
Christ. Well, the two things I want to say is, firstly, if something does go wrong, and you, God forbid, fail Jinzaram again, you will always have us at your back too. We're not, at the moment, we're not much against the pirate law, but you can promise that we're going to give them a hearty blow before anything happens to us. Secondly, we've spoken a lot in the past about how, like, where your allegiance lies and what my overall goals are. And I just want to get out there, you're one of the people I trust most here. I really respect you a lot, and if no matter what happens, I will never raise arms against you. Don't let that worry you.
It doesn't worry me, to be honest with you. I think...
Fuaro walks away. It's all right. I tried.
Not like that. Not like if we had a fight, I'm sure it'd be intense and incredible. But what I mean by that is, I don't think it's ever going to come to a point where we need to raise arms against each other.
Thank God. Because when that happens, I've got a pirate lord and you against me, and that's a fight. That's a struggle.
I think that you need to be careful of the way that you approach Jinza. I think, well, don't get me wrong, I love him to the ends of the earth, or whatever plane we're on. But he's not the brightest bulb in the box. He's strong, but there's a reason he keeps tied around. And I think proving to him in the same way that you plan on proving to Blackbeard that you would be the right person to lead the pirates against Midas is going to go a lot better than trying to talk your way into him.
Gotcha. I mean, I'm going to admit something to you that I haven't told anyone before, especially Gav. Don't tell Gav. Oh my God. Christ, I'm afraid. Every given moment. God, I'm riding by the seat of my pants. I am... It's all luck. I'm a lucky man. And charismatic to hell, you can't tell. But believe me, I am aware of every threat at any given moment. I just occasionally choose to ignore them.
Sorry, go ahead.
I just occasionally choose to ignore the threats.
That's fair. I mean, don't put yourself down too much. I don't think it's all entirely luck. And don't think I'll ever forget that arrow there, Faye. Fucking hell.
Oh God, that was good.
Yeah, that
I
was.
raise my glass to you in a like knowing that you're not drinking, but just like yeah.
I am terrified as well. So you're not the only one. And don't worry, I'm not going to tell anyone.
Thank you.
But
Right. Good chat. I never know how to end these, and I just pat you on the shoulder and walk away.
So there's just waves.
Good. And I tackle nowhere to the ground.
Saying that, as you're kind of walking away, you see as Nowhere kind of spots this and then walks up to Scythus, your conversation beginning, kind of gives you a nod and way.
Okay, I don't. I
Gavin.
tackle Clash then.
Yeah, you kind of give him a tackle and it's like a playful little kind of thing. Says, I've walks up to you, Scythus, says, I've been doing what you said. He gestures the ring on the horn. Nothing yet,
Right.
but I've been thinking about where we're not, if that makes sense. But I might take it off for tonight. Is that cool? I wanted to check with you.
No, absolutely. Like, don't feel like you always need to be wearing it.
Before you finish the sentence, he pops it off. Sorry. I don't know what I'm going to think of when I'm drunk, and I've not been drinking, so I don't think of the wrong things.
I'm not drinking tonight. Do you want me to keep hold of it?
Sure. Kind of slaps it in your hand. And goes,
Stick it in the bag of holding.
yeah, there's a few others who aren't drinking as well, but oh well, that's more for me.
Enjoy.
Kind of salutes you, walks over, and kind of begins heavily drinking. Is there anything else anyone would like to do for the evening? Yes, Scarf.
Mastella.
Hello.
Not done this in a while. I've got I've got an orange here.
Okay. Thank you.
Put it on your head.
Put it on my head.
Yeah, I'm going to throw something at you and try and hit it off your head. You know, like we used to do.
Yes, that sounds fun. I put the orange on my head. It falls off immediately because I'm so squiffy. Like, put it back on
Coin.
and like hold it with one finger.
Okay, get that on there. Right. What should I throw? What should I throw?
So me. Oh
Oi.
no, wait, it's on my head.
Yeah, I got
Never
it.
mind.
Oi, Fames!
So he's just kind of like sat, kind of looking around. Yeah,
How are you feeling?
good. Why?
You want to earn a few gold?
You just got quite a lot.
Want to earn more?
Depends how.
I think I'm going to throw you.
I'd rather you didn't.
No, don't swap fames at me.
Okay, and I'll just launch the Bowie knife at Mastella.
Go ahead and
Not at Mastella, at the orange.
cool. Are you how drunk are you at this point?
Relatively.
Go ahead and make an attack roll at this.
Sweet. Oh my god. That's a brain, Stella.
It's pretty good.
Oh, no, you're fine.
I think we're going to be all right. That's going to be +9. That's going to be a 24 to hit.
You see as Garv stands maybe about like 20 feet away from you, kind of stands wobbling, and then just throws this blade at you. And before you know it, just behind like the wall next to where Pharaoh's captain's quarters is, this orange is just skewered against the wooden wall as it.
My wall!
And then I'll ring of return the dagger into my hand.
The orange drops.
Holy fuck, that was amazing!
Lick the orange juice off the knife.
Okay, put it on your head now.
Okay.
Okay, and now I'm just going to climb up Garv and punch it off his head.
Oh, that's cute.
Make an attack roll at this.
Oh, here we go.
Now, I get to reroll one?
You do get 3 roll ones.
It's not good. Yeah, it's like a fucking 6.
Marcelo, like, you go to punch and you
7.
just fall 9 feet from Garv's
Roll off
shoulder.
the ship.
Hand overboard!
Oh, fuck, Science!
I'll get
Oh.
Good.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to do.
Cool. Anything else from the night from anyone?
why not? There's one thing I'll do. Once all the merriment of the flowing knife debacle is sort of calmed down a bit, I'll go and grab Garv.
Popular tonight. Hello, Silas.
Boys. Hey, right.
Saucy.
I've been sort of ruminating on some spells, rather. Bloody hell, I've not had anything to drink. and I think I've learned one that might interest you.
Is it doubly large?
Almost as good, but not quite. It's less to do with your giant heritage and more to do with Fulmar.
Oh yeah.
Yes, do you trust me?
Yeah. Why not?
Nice one. Right, we're going to have to make ourselves scarce from the rest of the group, so let's...
I'll fall off the side of the ship.
Yeah, I guess that works. Let's go overboard. Once we are safely away from anyone within a 15-foot radius, I think it is, I'm going to grab Garth by the arm and cast Thunderstep.
Cool. You see as the air kind of around you almost becomes static for a second before it snaps inwards and there's this crack of thunder and you are pulled through a minute dimension with Scythers as you and then appear elsewhere on the ship. Kind of this small localized crack of thunder. You see as some of the crew kind of whip around, some of them more drunk than others. You see as Drubbin kind of, his hat falls off and picks it up and dusts it off. And...
Okay, that was sick. How did you do that? Don't say magic.
I asked the moon for a favour and it pointed me in Fulmar's direction.
I look up at the moon like, thanks. That was sick. Then I look at Scythe and say, yeah, that's really cool. How many times can you do that?
I can do that quite a few times a day, actually. Like 7 at the moment, and then as we continue to adventure and get stronger, there might be more. But I was thinking if we're ever in a bind, like we were last night, or last week, whenever the fuck it was, when all that shit happened, and we needed to make a quick getaway, that would have been quite useful. So if we're ever overwhelmed, I can get us
I should just mention something to quickly retcon. As you heard the crack of thunder and teleported, you appeared with Garv not next to you, as he technically counts as a size larger than you.
Oh.
Rip.
I'm afraid.
Scythus, what happened? Oh, hey, Mostella, you're still down here.
Shit. And casting large on myself.
Cool.
Back into the water.
Whoa, Scythus!
And it works, yeah.
You grew!
I did.
Is that what the spell did?
Gentle now, all packaged into one. Right, let's go.
That was sick. We should use that as like a cool entrance as well. Like, just like bring the thunder with us. You know, that's kind of. I don't know if you know this, but that's kind of my vibe.
I have picked up on a couple of the hints you've been throwing our way. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I'm glad the subtle hints I've been dropping about Fulmar and storms have trickled down to you guys.
So yeah, I just wanted to show you that was a possibility. Apparently I could have done some fuckery with getting on the left first, but hey, we've got it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. You know, you should all get as many lightning spells as you can, because I hear they're the best.
I mean,
that's just
I don't. There is one other thing that I can do for you.
Oh yeah.
Pass me your anchor.
There you go.
Or hold your anchor out.
Yeah.
And I will cast elemental weapon.
Nice.
Ooh.
So you see as, what does that do again? You pick an elemental type and it does damage of that type, I believe?
That sounds right, yeah. Elemental weapon. Non-magical weapon, your type becomes a magic weapon. Choose one of the following damage types. So I'll obviously choose Thunder for Garv. And for the next hour, it has a +1 bonus to attack rolls and does an extra D4 thunder damage.
Oh, nice. That is pretty good.
So you see as you kind of touch it, the wind kind of picks up around the anchor, and there are almost these localized thunder cracks near the two.
I have the power! Yay! I'll just throw the anchor as far as I can, and then call it back to my hand just for fun.
Garth
Garth. Yeah, that's cool, man. Keep doing thunder stuff. That seems cool. And definitely the best use of magic. Also, I had an idea. You know that guy who we saw who was like throwing lightning bolts and shit?
Oh yeah.
At the party, we should kill him. That's my idea.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I think he has something to do with Fulmar, and I think we should kill him, and I think that would make Fulmar happy, because I'll show him that I'm better. Does that make sense?
Yeah, why not? I see the logic there. Like, why would you want somebody to represent you who could be killed by someone else?
Exactly, yeah. And
Yeah, I fucks with that.
yeah. I'm glad you seeing things from my point of view.
Yeah. That was that, and I walk away.
Yeah.
Nem and River, anything you'd like to do for the evening, or just quietly drinking?
Quietly drinking, I'd say.
I don't think quietly drinking, but drinking, yeah.
Nice.
At one point, Flora will go up to him like, Nem, how are you doing?
I feel a lot better than I did the other, couple of weeks ago. I'm okay. Thanks for
Nice.
asking, Captain. How are you doing?
All right, yeah, I'm good. Happy we've done, our bit. We've made a lot of money.
That's great. I mean, we made a lot of money, yeah. So, happy days, I suppose.
I'm probably checking that.
We've got a lot of stuff to think about and discuss in the future, but
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, from that, we're gonna get a
Right?
we're gonna get a good word from Blackbeard to Magnus and get in there.
Yeah, I think this is what I'm most enthusiastic about at the end of the day. So,
As soon as we have
No.
word that that's gone through, we'll head straight there.
as long as we're ready, then that's good.
We're always
Thanks,
ready.
Captain.
Ready now. Stake on Magnus and all the pirate lords. Bring them on.
I suppose we gotta be careful of making enemies of too many pirate lords at once.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
Like,
but you have your aspirations, Captain.
indeed.
It's got nothing to do with me. I'm just part of your crew. But if I can say, perhaps 2 pirate lords for now is maybe enough.
You're more than part of my crew. You're my friend, and I love you. Before I was swaying slightly.
That's really sweet, Captain. Thank you so much. I am, I really respect you.
We are friends, yes, friends. Cool. Good chat.
Thanks, buddy.
Love you. And I'll wander off to River as well. Like, River, how you feeling?
Hello. I had a pretty rough night after the events, but mostly okay. I'm alright. How are you, Captain?
Yeah, doing good. I'm elated, I'm excited, I'm ready to go.
Yes, well, I guess for your reputation, that was a pretty good little trip.
That was a good time, yeah. What's your goals? What are you after right now?
She doesn't mention the creepy priestess. Following you. Just kind of doing my bit for the moment, Captain.
You're wonderful.
Quite enjoyed watching a few minds people get ripped apart, though.
Oh, that was great.
More of that would be lovely.
I'm sure we can put it on the docket.
Yeah. I might need to go home at some point as well, Captain. But
Okay.
no rush. Just if we're in the
Then we swing by, yeah. No, more than happy to drive by.
Out of game, where is home for River?
It's around here, I
Oh,
think.
it's that mountain range, the Ridgeback Mountains.
Oh, next time we swing by like Titan's Cradle
Head on in, yeah.
or if I go to like Tortuga Way.
Right, yeah, sure. We'll put it on the list. I just want to...
There was one other thing. There was a mention. Dan, you might have to remind me of this. There was like a mission that Mastella and I got given by the Church of Saloon, like right in the south of the map.
Yes, it was in the town of Brackenheim, which is fairly close to Reef,
Yes, there it
as
is.
well as Magnus.
I also need to go to Brackenheim.
Basically, she had said that some pilgrims of Saloon had been passing through Brackenheim on pilgrimage and had been going missing. It's not been so frequent that it's pressing, but it's frequent enough where they've kind of noticed and have been a little bit concerned.
I completely forgot about that. When were we given that?
That
The last time we were in.
last time we were in Priangos.
Oh, was it last time? Okay.
Yeah.
Because we fucked up their church and desecrated the ground to some extent.
Maybe.
I was going to say, you went to apologise and you were like,
Yeah, because you went to apologise to the lady in the lighthouse tower, and she said, "Yeah, you can make amends by investigating this for us."
Faro, you
Yeah.
know that Garv wants to go there and kill a man.
Fair. Cool. Well,
It's a priest of saloon.
So
Well, I mean,
there's
we've
two
got-
places if you need ideas.
once we've got this fire trial out of the way, next up for us is really go see Magnus. So that's a good shout. If we head that way, it's quite close by, all things
Also,
considered,
kind of close.
and close to your family home.
You also know at some point you'll be introduced to one of the genies. as well.
And at one point we'll be introduced to genies. That won't be fun. Yeah, right. We've got a nice little nap. Got a nice little sea trip planned. Wonderful.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to make sure you're all good because we wouldn't got nearly as far as we did without you, and
Thank you.
yeah, you'll never be replaced unless.
I'm not used to being told I'm doing well, so thank you.
Oh, I'll be sure to do it more then.
You're doing well as well. One last question, Captain. That priestess of the puppeteers or whatever it was.
Oh yeah.
What are your thoughts on her? Something we should be worried about, or what?
Well, she's killing corrupt Midas, so she's at least not against us. But then the worry there is that means that she's a fan of a pure Midas.
Oh, I hadn't thought of that.
She's rooting out the corruption to leave like the perfect, awful monstrosity Midas we thought was before we hit that awful temple thing.
Ah, see, I'd assumed she was just anti-Midas.
It's hard to say. At the moment, I don't really... She's not as high on my priorities. I'm happy to let her do her thing. But the worry is what will happen when she's done her thing. Plus, we making sure there's no one's listening. And we know she has that orb, and from what Sciathus has said, we know what kind of power that has.
Yeah, that didn't seem great.
No.
Oh, none of us have talked about the guy in the green robes with the eyes everywhere.
The key guy?
Yeah.
No. I don't want to.
Okay. Yeah, no, me neither. That was horrible.
Good, yeah, no. I'm glad we're on the same page there.
Good. Drink, Captain?
Yes, please. Oh my god.
Sure. Yeah, she can pour you a drink.
Wonderful.
You guys hear
That's
loud,
me.
You guys hear a loud, like a localized rumble followed by a as you look over and see Clubber as he just
Nice.
and you see a large empty barrel that's kind of like just spilling the remnants of some alcohol out of it. You see some a couple of the crew members as they walk near him, kind of just like Clubber as he just
Aww.
asleep on the deck. And as you guys continue to drink into the night and begin to settle in, we're going to have a quick break there as DM needs a wee. Did you want to do?
There was just one tiny bit that I wanted to
Go
say,
for it.
if that's
Go.
all right.
Yeah, go for it.
You can go for a wee if you want to.
No, I'll be here. I can hold.
Anyone who is available, Mastella will take aside for a chat. So I don't know. You're doing your thunder thing with Sciathus, aren't you? And
I'd take note to say hello to you at some point in the night.
I'll pull Nem in as well because Nem's
Be around if you wait.
Yeah, Nem's
for
absolutely
us to be
free. She's just sulking
Yeah.
as usual.
I'll try and have a chat with everyone if I can. I think Mastella is a bit fucked, but he'll still try and get a sentence together. He'll sort of pull everyone in and say, "Okay, everyone, hello.
Hi, Mastella.
Hello, yes, all right.
Hi,
hello.
Mastella.
Yeah,
Hi,
okay.
Mastella.
Good afternoon, Mr. Novalis. Any of you?
No.
I love his classes.
We see. Okay, so obviously there is a crazy woman who is doing all of this, and she's got the symbols on her hands, and she is not
Puppet master.
necessarily working with Midas. She's not good, but I mean not good. Yeah, bad. But within Midas, we also have the vampires guys. They were the ones who got us at the start. The weird foggy things.
Oh yeah.
Now, I was thinking up until now that the weird foggy things might be something to do with the things that fell out of the sky. Now, are we assuming that they are still involved with each other, and the vampires are something to do with the things that fell out of the sky, or is that something that is completely different? Also, Midas, sorry, I was almost 6 there. Midas seemed to have people who are dealing with demons, or was it devils, or was it demons?
It was devils.
It was devils, okay. Do they have tails and horns, or is they just whatever? Could they just be anything?
So if you want to,
It's
I'd
not.
say that, yeah, both Nem and River, being people who are proficient in religion and have studied it before, you know that devils can come in many shapes and sizes. The typical depiction of them is, red-skinned with horns and a very sharp jaw, usually quite good-looking. But yeah, you know that they can come in many different forms.
Either way, there are Midas groups that are associated with devils. There are Midas groups that are vampires, and there are some weird things that fell out of the sky. Are we assuming that these three things are associated in some way? Are the devils and the vampires working together, or are they working apart? It's boggling my little mind. It's a moment I've got to say. Do you think they are aware of each other at least?
they're definitely aware of each other because the lady who wrote the letter from the devil place, I've forgotten her name, Baroness
Christ Yathar.
Bryce.
The
Yathariel.
tiefling.
She was very involved, it seems, in the devil stuff, and she was there at the party, so presumably either knows of, or I don't know if she knows to the whole extent, but she probably knows of, like,
About
Hartwell.
the vampire stuff as well.
She might not know he's a vampire, but, I mean, odds are if she knows him, maybe she does.
That's weird.
I don't know if he hides that from Midas.
Yeah, I mean, it is a bit weird, don't you think?
Well, I'm a
Do you think
half
it's
giant.
just? Do you think it's just him, or do you think there's a whole group of Midas inside of the vampire, other way around, vampires inside of the Midas?
As long as they're loyal to Midas, I don't see why them being a vampire would be a problem, really.
I was going to
for
say, I
Midas.
don't think that it necessarily matters whether, like, they're Midas or not. If they're Midas, they're clearly all separate groups, and they each want to eradicate each other. That's what it feels like to me.
Just
So-
like the pirate
and
lords.
if they're gonna eat each other between each other, then yeah, it's just like the pirate lords, exactly.
Yeah, I think it's like
I don't
that.
think we've got anything connecting the things in the sky to any of this. I think that might be.
Yeah,
its
that
own
seems
thing,
separate.
perhaps.
That just seems more like a random thing that happened in the world. I mean, we should watch out for more, definitely, because those things were freaky as fuck.
Yeah. So you think the things from the sky was an isolated event and it's not necessarily.
Well, no one with Midas seems to have, not that we've encountered anyway, seems to have had any sort of interest in it.
We were the
They
first
basically
person
fell
who
out
got
of
to
the
that
sky and
asteroid.
We saw them.
Okay.
They didn't exactly do
one
anything
last
And also,
question.
yeah, they didn't mention anything to do with Midas, I suppose, when we heard them speak or translated what they
You
said.
just said we are from the
They
sky.
seem like they have an agenda of their own, but I suppose we cannot do anything else.
All of it is
What's
a
your-
little bit
They have
concerning.
enemies outside their own.
What's your reason for thinking that they're linked to Stella?
Well, I mean, before we knew this about Midas, I was assuming that the shadowy beings might have had something to do with the things from the sky. That was just an assumption for me, so I guess
Okay.
I'm still holding on to that a little bit. I have one last question though. Does anyone have any chips? I feel a little bit, my tummy is a little, disturbed, and I could do with some carbohydrates perhaps.
Ask Robin.
Okay, I will.
I don't eat anything, but you can ask
Okay.
Garth. I'm
What?
sure he's got some shit lying around.
Marcella like turns around to go ask Drummond and just falls flat on his
Oh,
face.
okay.
You see as Drummond's kind of sat to one side, has his hat over, kind of like hears the noise, and
I put Marcella's hand in a bowl of water.
He pisses himself.
kind of gets up, kind of like grabs you and is like, "Come on, what do you need? Some sleep and some food.
Yes, both of those in that order.
Where do you want? Library or hammock?"
Don't ruin the books. Don't ruin the books. Go for the hammock. Put them in the hammock.
For what? As if I would ever ruin a book.
I don't trust your stomach.
You see as he kind of he looks over. Nowhere. Carry us to a library.
Yeah, put him nowhere.
I'll bring you some food.
Put him in the chest.
Noah comes kind of like, right, come on, little man. And he's doesn't pick you up as harshly as he usually does by the leg or the arm.
Yeah.
Kind of like, picture us. You're not going to be. He turns you around.
No,
Just
no.
in case.
No, I just need some.
Use him as a weapon. Fend off demons.
You see, he turns
Maybe
it towards
astral
Garth and
plane.
like hits Mustela on the back. Make a con save.
Oh.
Right. Con, yeah?
Yeah.
I got proficiency in saving throws, so it's 23.
Yeah, you don't even let out a burp as Noah just like,
Oh, that's lucky. You both get to live.
for now at least. He walks over to the library and Drummond begins preparing food. And as he kind of begins like an evening meal to set all the drunkards off into sleep. We'll go on a short break because I need a wee and a top up. We'll be back in about 10 minutes or so, I'd imagine.
Something like that.
We'll see your wonderful, wonderful faces.
If you go anywhere, Blackbeard's coming for you.
Oh,
Yes.
God.
Why didn't you sailed off?
Don't go anywhere.
Oh, fuck.
Ludo.
Cheers.
Bye.
Live, there it is.
Yay.
Hello, everyone. Hello, welcome back. So, jumping back into the Pirates of Kal'Himaar, you guys, so far this session, have had the fairly quick, in terms of the distance you travelled, sail back to the rendezvous point where you met up not only with your ship, Sea Razor, but also there's a cat apparently playing with something on the side, and Blackbeard. You divvied up the gold as well as the magical items. You guys elected to go for a magical chest, which you found contained even more gold in the form of platinum pieces and a couple of goblets as well. Speaking of goblets,
What?
she's not happy with that. You divvied it up and you found that your crew had, at the idea of Grooksha and Fames, bought you guys a couple of fancy barrels of rum as well as one for Clubber as well, so we didn't drink your guys' nice stuff. And you guys began drinking into the night. There's merriment to be had, you had a couple of conversations. Mustela got rather drunk and let Garth throw a knife at him once more, and has been so far put to bed in the library by Nowhere. You've been given some food, Drubbin has come around and kind of fed you lot, and the ship has begun to wind down for the evening. You see most of the crew seems to have gone below deck to get a night's rest. You see the ones that seem to still be up here are Hickory, Icklau, Grooksha, Fames, Lord of the Forest, and Relics. You see as they're walking around, you can immediately tell they're much less drunk than everyone else was. So I think you can tell this because you were sober, and you see as they seem to start doing like perimeters, or they'll retie some rigging, or they'll kind of polish down part of the deck around the passed out clubber. Unless there's anything anyone wants to do, you all retire to your quarters, forward to the captain's quarters, and everyone below deck to the hull for you sleep on the deck, don't you? For
Cuddle up to Clubber.
a night's rest.
Damn.
We're not planning on setting sail, are we?
As far as I'm aware, no. The ship is currently anchored up.
We'll let everyone sleep tonight.
And yeah, you've got those guys kind of walking around.
Yeah, I need to go to that volcano.
Well, we can go there.
Yeah, what you can say? Kate?
Sorry, one question. I thought of it just before we went on break. Did we ever find out how Icklau got possessed?
No, you didn't. There was a strange rune on the back of one of his hands, but it was strange as to the origin.
Okay, never mind. I just need to remember to chase that. All right, cool. That was it.
Is it still on his hand?
Yeah, it appears to be. It's healed a bit. It's like a scar, but it's still on his hand.
Nice.
You all eventually find sleep, some in the library, some in the captain's quarters. Scythus,
Oh, yeah.
with your very, very keen perception, you, in the night, hear two loud splashes. From something being quite close to the ship. Go ahead and make a perception check as you kind of wake up at this sound.
That is one below the net. So that's going to be disgustingly high.
Oh god.
I rolled a 19, so 27.
Nice. That sounded like something or a couple of things were just thrown overboard.
Okay, I'm gonna
Or at least
run
something
up deck,
like-
run up on
some-
deck and see what's going on, and I'll probably wake up. I'll wake up with her. Why not?
Cool. So River,
I have dark vision.
You're gently shook awake by Cyathus.
Some things can follow me.
Okay. Do you want to keep quiet? Or?
Yeah, probably.
All right.
You see,
I'll run up on deck and see something.
cool. As you kind of like get up, in your process of getting up, you see as Fames and Relics kind of come back down from their watch, kind of bags under the eyes, kind of nod to you guys, but stay quiet with the sleepers kind of around as you kind of move up and onto the deck. What you see as you go up, you see the remainder of the crew. You see Grooksha, you see Hickory, and you see Lord in the Forest and Iklal, as they're all stood over Garv with blades, and then all thrust down into him. I need to roll a couple of dice here. I would say I need River and Scythe. Actually, I'll have all of you roll initiative just in case.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
Okay.
This isn't what I was expecting.
Yeah, everyone else is. The only people awake currently are Scythus and River.
That's not
Right, who
good.
did you say was holding a thing over him?
Iklal, Relics, and...
Lord of the
No,
Forest.
relics
And
went
Grooksha.
downstairs. Can't be relics.
It was Lord in the Forest, Grooksha. Who else?
Iklal and Hickory. It would have been, sorry.
Hickory, no!
Why?
Betrayed.
And it Clow
I think they've been cursed.
Yeah,
I think they've been cursed as fuck.
Okay, so
Who's doing it?
It's Lord of the Forest, Grooksha, Hickory, and Iklal.
initiative rolls.
That's one.
Me?
Yeah, so Gav.
Sorry, I didn't do it. My bad.
This will come into play in a moment, but I mean,
Legendary 3s, so that's a 5. That's rough.
Waro.
Non-natural 20.
Cool. Waro, Mustela.
11.
11. Cythus.
17.
17 for Cythus. Nem.
Also 11.
Also 11 for Nem and River.
Also 17.
Also 17 for River.
Let's get some double outs going here.
You, as you move up and you see this, you see as Grooksha is much faster than the others as he plunges the short sword down into Garv. Garv, you immediately awaken to an insane stabbing pain in your side. Which,
Ow.
because you're unconscious, is an auto crit.
Yeah.
Could you make a Constitution save for me, please?
I'm probably doing that first, but. Yeah, I'm going to choose to pass.
Cool. So you will take half of the crit poison damage.
Cool.
And you're resistant to poison currently? I think.
No. No, I'm resistant to fire and lightning currently. Don't think I'm resistant to poison.
I can get you unpoisoned.
Okay, so sorry, I've got a lot of maths to do. at the
That's
moment.
fine. Is it?
Hmm?
Does this count as a surprise round?
It does.
Because I believe I can technically act in a surprise round.
You can, but you are unconscious.
Yeah, fair enough.
So that's going to be.
I didn't crack your poison. Whatever it's called.
To Dan, because he's busy, but you know when we leveled up the other week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have cost anything for our spell save DC, right? That's not affected.
Yes.
That will have gone up by 1.
That will have gone up by 1.
As will your spell attack bonus.
My spell attack bonus and my spell save DC as well.
Yep.
Yeah, because your proficiency goes up 1, then the others should as well. Well, then those
Amazing.
should
Thank
as
you
well.
guys. Well, this is good. This is news.
Yeah, anything that you
I
add
think
your
maybe I need to
proficiency
check this
will
with
have
you
gone
guys
up.
later just to make sure I've done everything correctly because I think I might not have.
That's alright.
Okay.
Anything that has your proficiency on it would have gone up by 1 as well.
With the reduced
Okay,
poison
so all
damage,
of my skills as
you
well.
take 101 points of
Any that you're
damage.
proficient in.
Yeah.
Straight down into your abdomen as you shoot up, as you see this blade go up to the hilt and Grooksha at the other end.
How much? 101?
101.
I'm going to use
I
my
beg your
reaction to do
100.
Stone's Endurance.
Similarly, Nem, You awaken, bolt upright. You see Fames stood over you, blade in hand and relics at his side as he jabs a blade into your side as well.
Jesus Christ!
Also a hit, which is also an auto crit. Could you make a con save for me, please, Nam?
I can.
What the fuck?
Steaming hangover and fucking like Clever holding me in his fist.
The con save is a 10. Is there any way I could use Hellish Rebuke against him at this stage, or no?
You can, because that would be, I'd say that would be a reaction to you being woken in this way. So let me work out the damage first. So that'll be that plus.
I hate this, by the way.
And this is fucking rash.
I'm gonna have to kill our
This
friend.
is bad.
This is bullshit.
I'm concerned about what went overboard.
Yeah, me too.
Who was thrown overboard?
Yeah, I think it was probably the chest, maybe, or
I
something.
rolled so poorly on this,
Thank
which is
God.
good.
Something.
Oh
of
no,
value.
it was two little things. It can't have been the chest,
Two little things.
wasn't it?
Well, it was 2 objects.
Nem, you take 112 points of damage.
Now, what's your health?
It's 59.
59, so that would be 118 damage.
Nem's
You would-
dead.
No, she would have had to
I'm
taken
dead.
she'd have had to taken 118 damage. She's taken 112.
Jesus Christ.
That was 4 damage off of insta killing them. For this brief moment, you see this blade thrust into your stomach before consciousness leaves you, and you let out a shriek. You lot hear a shriek come from downstairs, and some of the crew members start to wake up from below. Fluoro and Mustela, as you're both asleep, can you make perception checks for me, please?
Yes.
That's a nat 20.
No, we.
Pinky's doing well for me today.
Mustela is
4.
still asleep. You kind of like, you wake up and you hear this like brief shriek and something is wrong. You just don't know, just that feeling of unknown dread comes over you. Up next is River and Scythus. You're on the top of the deck. You've just seen as Grooksha is stabbed down into Garv. Clubber is still there, fast asleep. And the other 3 are around Garv, kind of getting ready to stab into him as he's just woken up.
Okay.
Why did I think this was going to be a chill session?
Before you go, Cyphus, I turn to you and I go non-lethal.
Yeah, for now.
All right, you can go first.
No, after you, by all means.
All right, cool. Yeah, I will. I guess just run into the fray and hit as many people as I can.
Cool.
I'll be going for non-lethal the whole time, if possible, Dan.
Cool.
Ooh, hang on. 2 seconds. I always forget about my oath spells. How many of them are up on them? All 4 are still just stood around.
4 are just stood around a prone Garv, who's just kind of like woken up with this shock of a blade being thrust into his stomach.
All right,
Guys,
as I rush over, I'm going to cast Bane at 2nd level on all 4 of them.
Nice. So that's what save is that?
Charisma saving throw DC is now 15.
Well, that's 2 natural ones.
Okay,
so
good.
that and the other one, that's 3 fails, 1 pass.
Who passes? Do I know?
The passes are the pass. Is Hickory.
Okay, cool. Guess I'm taking Hickory down. No, yeah, cool. And then I'm going to use Action Surge just to make sure I've got all of my hits still in.
Yep.
I want to get this over quickly. So I'm going to go for, I guess, Hickory first.
Go for it.
Cool. Yeah, with a 25.
That hits.
Yeah, cool, good. And what's that? D8. I'm going to put a Wrathful Smite on that as well.
Nice.
For Garl. No, sorry, Thunderous Smite on it for Garl. Which is going to be an extra 2d6. Cool. Oh, that's pretty good. 8 plus 6 plus 2 is 10, 16 plus 5. 21 points of damage.
Ooh. Nice.
Just to check down.
Yeah.
An ordinary weapon attack wouldn't you? Even at an auto crit, wouldn't usually deal like 100 plus.
They've been
damage.
poisoned.
Yeah, something's up. Yeah.
I mean, there was a con save. You run up and just slash into Hickory. There's kind of radiant energy flowing down it as it cuts across, and yeah, he takes it. You see the line of blood kind of drawn across him. He begins bleeding. He grabs it and kind of looks up to you, blade in hand.
With Thunderous Smite, he also needs to make a strength saving throw.
That's fine. Usually you need to cast Smite as a bonus action before, but we can just do that going forward.
I said it before we hit. I said that as I was going in.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
I may have just misheard. Oh, that's a fail anyway with a 3.
Cool. He's pushed 10 feet away, not prone.
Nice. You see as Hickory splashes over the side of the board, over the bow.
Cool. Cool. That's helpful. I still have. Oh no, I used my bonus action. Fuck it, I'm going to use extra attack as well.
Hope he's not unconscious now.
Oh
Place
god,
him
he'll be
unconscious.
he'll be fine.
That's good.
He looked pretty awake when he went flying. He'll be fine.
That's good.
I'm going to go.
Did he look
my
awake
attack.
when he went flying?
Yeah, would I know that then? Did he look awake when he went flying?
He did, yes.
Brilliant, cool, we're all good. I'm going to go and whack Grooksha. I can't quite bring myself to hit Hickory yet. Not Hickory, Iklal yet.
You just fucking punted it.
Yeah, you got Hickory is long gone.
With a 26.
That hits.
Friendship.
Cool, I'm doing that with my waning one, so D8 plus a D6.
Friendship ending with punting fames.
It's not great. 15 points of damage.
Cool, 15 points of damage to Grooksha.
Cool. Yeah, and then I'll just be stood amongst the middle of them.
Nice.
Helmet down over my head, so my eyes flash red again. Ready to fight anyone else.
So you dash up and begin. There's another boom of thunder. Marcella, go ahead and make another perception check.
Yes, please. Not so bad. 18.
I did the lighting for you, Darth.
This boom of thunder kind of shakes you awake, and you kind of come to your senses, drooling on the table of the library. And
I wake up in phase in the middle.
yeah, there was a boom of thunder, and you hear fighting from outside. Cythus.
Right. I would know what direction the flashing, yeah?
Pardon?
The splashing sound that woke me up in the first place, I'd know roughly what direction that came from.
Yes, that would have been on the what are the sides called? The left side of the ship.
Nice one. I'm going to first cast Conjure Animals at 5th level.
Yep.
So I'm going to summon 4 giant octopi.
Cool.
Oh god.
And have them make attacks on the 3 that I can see. So, right. Not 20 on the first one.
Cool.
Less good on the next one. That's 14 on the next.
Who are you targeting with these?
Iklal for the crit, Lord of the Forest is a 14, and the last attack on Grooksha is a 23.
All hit.
Nice one. So the crit on Iklal is 12 plus 6, 18, 21 bludgeoning damage on Iklal, and they are grappled and restrained.
Cool.
That's 4, 5, 8 bludgeoning damage to Hickory, and they are grappled and restrained.
Hickory is not there.
Hickory's off.
Sorry, Lord of the Forest.
Cool.
And then Grooksha, it's 1, 4 plus 3, 7 bludgeoning damage, and they are grappled and restrained. So that was my action. Yeah, that was my action. So I'm going to run over to where the splashing sounds were. Dive overboard, bonus action, wild shape, and I'm going to turn into a killer whale and dive after whatever sounds they were.
You
fucking love druids.
You catch up to the sound. You see 2 objects moving. I hate them because now I can't get rid of those ads. As you begin seeing these 2 shapes that are descending quite quickly to the ocean floor. You don't quite catch up to them. You get about 20 feet away, but you see they are Garv's weapons.
Ah. Right, well, I'll be getting those. I've got a swim speed of 60 feet, so if not this turn, next.
Yeah, so I'd say with the 60 feet, you'd get to about 20 feet away from them.
So,
And yeah, you kind of notice them like, oh, that's Garv's weapons.
yeah, I'll be... Oh, that's me.
Cool. Up next in the this is a surprise round, so up next will be the other crew members.
This ain't good.
So they're going to all try to break free, I imagine, or at least. So first of all, is there a DC or is it contested for the octopuses?
It is a DC 16 escape.
Cool. So for Lord in the Forest, that is a fail. For Iklal, that is a fail. And for Grooksha, that is a pass.
Uh-oh.
So you see as they all begin to struggle, and then Grooksha kind of pushes out of the tentacles, kind of lands blade in hand. That's it. That brings us top of the round as it's no longer surprise.
Do I not? So I don't go in the surprise round.
You don't, as it's a. So actually, yeah, because you've and.
If I enter rage as my bonus action, I can act in the surprise round.
I say, go ahead and make a straight dexterity check.
Cool.
This is like the weight between like you being in a deep drunken sleep and then being able to snap into a rage.
Not brilliant. 9.
Cool. Yeah, you just from the amount that you drunk, it just wasn't quick enough to go up into a rage.
Ah, fair enough.
So Foiro,
Cool. Anyone on deck watches as Foiro literally kicks the door open to the captain's quarters.
you kick the door, doesn't open.
Oh, you fuckers. Right, I grab my gun and I shoot the lock open.
No, yeah. So you, quite easy enough, you stand back and the doors creak open or smash open as the lock is just blown out.
Cool. Foiro's in pinstripe pajamas and cap, but he still has the cloak on.
In one hand.
Oh no, but 2 guns in either hand. It's like, right, who's got kneecaps?
You come out and see this scene of some of your crew members, as well as some octopuses surrounding Garv, and seemingly they have just attacked.
Sarthus has betrayed us!
I'm coming, Lucius. Cool. I get a second attack with a gun as my second action, as my bonus action. So I'll. Is it Grooksha who got up?
Yes, he broke out. He broke free from the octopus.
Yeah, I'll try and shoot him. Yeah, aiming for non-vital organs, such as the kneecap.
It's a kneecapping shot.
Yeah. Sweet. Let's do this. That's a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Is someone within 5 feet of him?
Garv is, and now that he's conscious, you do get a sneak attack from that.
Let's fucking kill people.
Oh, kill my
lot.
squire. Because I would quite like to at this point.
That is a 32.
Fuck. He is still standing,
Oh wow.
but bloodied.
I'll throw a hearty.
As you shoot, and it kind of like this large gout of blood just starts spilling out from kind of the midsection. You see as he begins to bleed heavily. He kind of looks at you and then just looks back down at Garv.
Cool. That's all I can do.
Cool. Up next is Grooksha. He is going to do what he came to do. He's going to stab Garv again.
Oh no.
How you doing?
Not great.
Oh no.
Yeah, this ain't so hot.
That is a
I'm not
dirty 20.
Decidedly cold.
Luckily, he does not have another of his poison.
That's
I really like that, Andy.
good.
You will take 19 points of damage on that as he once again just slams this short blade down into you. They were all meant to make 3 attacks last round, actually. Probably good they didn't do that. He's going to make his 2 more attacks on you.
Didn't they use their action to try and break free
Um,
from the
No.
octopuses?
that was a... Oh, wait. Grooksha didn't, sorry. Because he is on a different initiative order. Sorry, yeah, he would still be in there, so that attack would have been at dis. Take that damage back. I will re-roll the attack. Yeah, I shouldn't have rolled for Grooksha on that last lot. That's my bad.
That's all good.
That's a miss on the first. On the second, that will be a hit with a 21.
Cool.
And then on the third, that's a hit with a 25. So the first attack with
This
the
could be me.
going to be sneak attack. It's going to be 17. Cool. And then the second attack, which does not get the sneak attack, is going to be 11. Hang on, I rolled so much better on the fucking...
What was the first one? 17.
28 total.
Yeah, 28 total.
Okay.
On your age, though?
Nope. I haven't done yet.
Oh, shit.
Up next is Fames.
Was it Flames who stabbed Nem?
It was, yes.
Oh, fuck.
He's dead.
He is...
Wait, I haven't even had a roll yet.
Yeah.
You don't want them, trust me.
He is gonna stab Nem twice.
She's already on
Wait, what?
though, isn't she?
Yeah, she is.
Fuck.
That's 2 auto crits, Dan.
If he hits.
Yeah. Well.
First is a hit, so he stabs down again as another gout of blood just spills out from Nem. But all of you are above deck. The crew are there as well. And
So that 1 death fail.
that's 2 death fails.
2 death fails to them.
You hear another shriek as Fames just comes down twice with this blade and stabs Nem to death in her cot. The life expending, her essence moving towards the Raven Queen.
No. Counter spell.
Up next is River and Scythus.
Power word, don't do it.
You hear another shriek from down below.
Do I know the difference between a scream and a death wail?
I'd say go ahead and make another perception check. You certainly would have heard it.
Yeah, fucking a lot. 24.
Yeah, you get a bad feeling.
Cool. Garb's weapons can wait. About face and swimming back up.
Scythus does.
Yeah. How much movement to get back to the surface of the water, Dan?
It'd be you went 60 feet down, so yeah, it'd be 60 feet to get to the surface.
Fuck.
I hate being a DM sometimes.
Yeah, same. I hate this. It's fine. Everything's fine. Cool. I'm gonna get to the surface of the water, drop the killer whale form, then not bonus. Then main action. Dan, can I use my wild shape from one wild shape to another?
Yes, you can.
Sweet. In that case, I'm going to wild shape into bonus action, become a giant eagle. Yeah, they've got a lot of movement speed. Hang on.
I was going to suggest smashing it through the side of the ship, but...
I'm sorry. Look, wait, is it Fames that stabbed me?
It is.
Yes, it is. And then action dash. I'm going to fly up and down to where I think that scream came from.
You squeeze your way down as this giant eagle forces its way below the deck of the ship, and you see your crew members beginning to get up, like wondering what's happening as they begin to like look around, and you just see Fames as he like pulls the blade from them and just says something under his breath.
Yeah.
got a pass perception of
I will
23.
get as close to them as possible, but that's all I can do.
You hear as you would hear as he just says, "That's for threatening my children, you bitch."
The fucking changelings!
Up next is River.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, good point. Fuck. Alright. I would probably know what that meant.
Moly.
Everyone's restrained up here, right?
Apart from... actually, yeah, all of them are restrained, sorry.
Question.
Okay.
Does Nem get a legendary action?
Yeah, I'd like one.
Yeah, as you die, you can either auto succeed on an action, or you can roll for advantage if you did want to try and crit. But yeah, as you see, as in your last moment, as you begin to almost feel warm and at peace as you move towards your patron, you see his flames slow motion pulling the blade from your stomach. What would you like to do in your final moment?
Is there anyone that I know or like near me?
The rest of the crew are down here. So all of the crew, apart from Hickory, Grooksha, Lord in the Forest, and Iklau, are down here. And you can see this giant eagle towards the end of the...
They're in the room.
Yeah, this is the hull where all the crew sleeps.
Okay.
If you have a spell to dissolve flames, you should use it.
Is there any of like the main like crew? Is there any of them there?
No.
I'm there as an eagle.
There's a giant eagle that's probably a hallucination of your
Are
death.
you an eagle?
Yeah. I was trying to.
You're there looking at me.
Yeah.
It opens its beak and it's like, everything will be okay now.
I just look at it, up at it, I guess, and I kind of know it's Cyathus.
Yeah, it's got gills.
Oh, fuck.
Eagle with gills. And I say in my last breath, I run, like my brother's name. And then I perspire.
Cool.
Expire.
And then I sweat.
Just get really sweaty.
Oh, what the fuck?
And then I expire. I just say, find Karen. And then I expire.
Cool. River.
Is Garv unconscious at this point?
I have 11 health.
Yeah, I didn't think you were looking great. I know what scythe is going down there meant, I think.
Yeah, it's fair to say.
Yeah.
Alright, okay. I'm going to use my action to lay on hands Garv and give him everything, so 35 hit points.
Woo!
And then I will... How far is it to get down to...
There'd be a bit of difficult terrain to maneuver past the giant eagle.
Valid.
But I'd say you could get up to Fames and Relics with 50 feet.
Wait, is Relics being mean as well?
She was also stood over them, yes. But was watching.
They were going down. Fames and Relics were going down into the low decks. You guys came up.
What if I just want to be able to see them, Dan? How far would I have to move to just be
Oh,
able to
like
see them?
20 feet to see them. Maybe. No, 25.
Fine.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Yeah, I'll move until they're in my line of sight.
I hate to say it. They have to
And then I don't think there's much I can do unless this is a bonus action. It's not. But no, I'm going to bonus action dash. I want to be right up. No, I don't. That's dumb as well. I'm thinking. Sorry, 2 seconds. I'm just going through every spell I've got.
Yeah, Dan, on my turn, my octopus didn't do anything and they should have done it.
Cool. That's fine. Morkane thinks of what he would like to do.
Yeah, go for it. Sorry, I was going
Yeah, go
through
for it.
myself.
Do the octopuses.
No worries. Iklau, Lord of the Forest, and Grooksha still
Yep. They're all still restrained, yeah.
all still restrained.
Yeah.
Sweet. So attack with advantage on both.
Cool.
So that is 24 on Iklau.
Yep.
Oh, that was crooked. 19 on Lord of the Forest.
Yep.
And nat 20 on Grooksha.
Nice.
Right, so Iklau takes 9 bludgeoning damage.
Yep.
Lord of the Forest takes 12, and Grooksha takes 21.
21. Grooksha is not looking good.
They are all grappled and restrained.
They are all bloodied as well now, as the octopuses just tighten their grip on them. River.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to How far's Misty Step? And it has to be somewhere I can see with Misty Step, isn't it?
Yeah, Misty Step 30 feet somewhere you can see.
Was that power word la la la?
Power, yeah. There's basically nothing useful I can do at this stage. So yeah, I'm gonna get up with Cyphers just so we're stood as a unit, and I will vow of enmity the one who looks like they have blood on their dagger. So I guess Fanes.
Yeah. Nice.
Dan, a quick question.
Yes.
Whose idea was it to get us all drunk this evening?
It was Fames and Grooksha with the.
I thought Icklau was involved.
Yes, he bought the special ale for Clubber.
Yes.
Is Clubber on deck still?
He is. He's fast asleep, unconscious.
For fuck's sake, Clubber. Do I have a popper on me?
Up next is Mustela. You hear commotion outside.
I'm in the library,
Yeah.
yeah? Where's the library?
Where the fuck's the library?
The library is off the deck of the ship, so one end is captain's quarters, the other end is entrance to the library.
I'm going to bust out of the library, first of all.
Locked.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Probably not my problem. Back to sleep. No. No,
You can teleport.
yeah,
Oh, no,
somewhere I can see.
I think
right.
I killed Annie on the stream as well.
Can you...
And it's taking a minute, I think.
Is there a keyhole?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and he's
I
gone.
hate doing
Is
this.
there a keyhole out of the library?
Yeah, there will be,
Can
yeah.
I see through it?
Yeah, you kind of peer through, you can see like some movement of figures fighting.
I misty step through the keyhole.
Cool, you
I'm
appear.
going to quicken spell that one as well.
It's already a bonus action.
It's already bonus action.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
Misty
never
Step
mind
is a good spell.
Sorry, bear with me then. Yeah, I'll misty step through. I need to get my spell app up. And then what's out on the deck?
You see three giant octopuses restraining Grooksha, Iklal, and Lord in the Forest, who all have blades drawn, stood over an incredibly injured Garv. You see as him bleeding heavily from the stomach, not able to get up yet as this pool of blood is just gathering. You see as Faro's also just busted out of the captain's quarters and is taking a shot at Grooksha.
Oh, Mistella!
I'm going to bust out and say very, very quickly, Garv, would you like me to damage them or make you bigger? Quickly!
Damage them.
Okay! And then just, what spell can I do that will damage all of... I wasn't expecting to be out on deck so soon, sorry. Can I get them in a fireball without hitting Garv?
No. God, no.
Or the ship!
Yeah, you all just put a fucking perfect ring, like Terminator's just teleported in.
Yeah, I'm going to cast Meteors then.
Cool.
And send off 2 at whoever's closest to Garv.
So that'll either be Grooksha, Iklal, or Lord of the Forest.
Go for Grooksha and Iklal then.
Are you getting them so that I'm also taking this damage?
Oh yeah, explodes and deals
That's
damage
a
in 5
popper.
feet.
5 feet, yeah.
Which would
that's-
get the octopus and Garv. Yeah, they were on him, stabbing him to
Oh,
death.
fuck's sake. I don't have any spells that don't do that apart from Chromatic Orb. Chromatic Orb twin spelled on
Cool.
the 2 that I just said.
Got advantage on both of them because they are restrained.
Okay, 1 sec, sorry.
That's okay. It is a stressful situation, and I knew that when I was planning to throw it at you.
Iklal, that is plus 8 to 19 to hit Iklal.
Hits.
And then Grooksha,
I'm bleeding in real life too.
Yeah.
that is 25.
Hits. What
Okay.
damage types are you trying to knock out?
Yes, because I don't know what's going on.
Cool.
And damage types, let's say poison.
Cool.
Yeah, fucking get 'em.
Yeah, I guess.
Cool.
I
Go
I
ahead
don't know,
and
sorry.
roll. Garth,
Because
you're
it's
not on
twin
deck,
spells,
but
do
you're
they
the
both
next
take
player
the
up.
same? Do I need to roll it 2 times or just the one?
We'll say just roll it the once. Usually it's twice, but yeah, for brevity.
That's 15 damage
To which one? Oh, both of them.
to both of them.
You see as Grooksha drops unconscious in the arms of the octopus.
Good.
Oh.
In the arms of an octopus.
Would he change if he turns unconscious?
Nope.
Okay, good. Then he's real.
Is that how change comes work?
I have no idea. I
It'll
don't
be
know how.
doppelgangers,
These are
won't it? It'll
doppelgangers.
be
aren't
Oh yeah.
they? Yeah.
More like
So-
fucking.
Cool. That's Mustela. Up next are your guys' crew members.
I can.
You see both River and Cythus as your crew begin getting up, kind of like just pulling themselves together, trying to work out what the fuck is happening in the middle of the night. They begin looking around, and you see as Nowhere kind of gets up, sleeping down the other end of the ship, and he's the only one that seems to notice that Fames is covered in blood. And he sprints the length of the hull and is going to boot him as hard as he can.
Yes!
Because he has always wanted to do that.
Oh, God.
That's a hit.
Everyone make sure Fames is the one that lives.
I hope he's using his arm.
We're going to put him in a very small box.
I have an advantage on every hit. I don't think River would let him live. You
see as... Actually, I'll make a strength save, which is a fail. You see as Nowhere runs up and kicks Fames, and he goes like 5-10 feet as he down kind of like skids and like gets himself ready. Nowhere is then gonna punch Relics twice. Hits on 1.
Absolutely stand Nowhere.
9 points of damage on.
Nowhere's pretty good.
Cool. Up next are the other people of your crew. Relics is going to turn and attack Nowhere twice. Both miss. And then Lord of the Forest is going to try and break free from the grapple. Fails. Iqlal's going to try and break free from the grapple. Fails. And that's going to be a check. You see the small hands of Hickory begin pulling himself back up onto the side of the ship from where River threw him. That's them. Garv, you're up.
Oh, thank God. Blessed Fulmar, please grant these poor souls the vision and hindsight to see how much they have truly fucked up. And I will enter rage. Who's around me right now? Lord in the Forest, Iqlal,
Lord in the Forest, and Iqlal and Grooksha unconscious in the arms of a octopus.
Okay, that's fine. Hickory's right behind me as well, right?
Yeah. Oh, okay. No, Hickory's like on the side of the ship. He's maybe like 10 feet away. He's just climbed up over the side.
Cool. They're restrained and grappled, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to run at Hickory as fast as I can and take him with me into the water.
Cool. The other two are going to make attacks of opportunity. Miss.
Just climbed up.
Miss. Go ahead and make a grapple check as part of your first.
That's
Crit fail.
I'd say 26 on my grapple check as well.
As you tackle him, he tells you all of his plans.
Yeah, you take him and back down into the water.
Cool. That counts as one of my attacks, right?
Yes, it does. Yeah.
Cool. Then I'm just going to smack him in the face.
Go for it, make an attack roll.
For my second.
You
don't
won't
have
advantage. He's not restrained. No.
Still not bad. That's a 19 to hit.
Hits.
Cool. That's just a gauntlet strike, so that's going to be pretty tasty. That's 16 damage.
Nice. You see as these cuts lacerate across his face, but he is still up.
Cool.
Amazingly.
And
was
then
it 18? Did you say?
Yes, it was. Cool. No, sorry, 16 damage.
16.
I'll use my swim speed to keep swimming 40 feet down.
Nice. So you see as he begins struggling for air. Back to the top, Fuaro.
All right. First off, just before we go on, I've got two things to say to you, Dan. Firstly, as a DM, very good. This is fantastic. And the other thing, as your friend, something that doesn't get busted out much here. You motherfucker! You motherfucker. Right. Is it just me on deck now?
It's you with 3 octopus and Mostella, who's just come out of the library opposite you. As you've seen Garv run over the edge and the other 2, Cythus and River, go below deck.
Okay. Guns are going, right, Mostella, kneecaps only, take their legs off, and just blast the 2 closest.
Nice. You've got
2 poisonous chromatic orbs at them. Just
You've
enveloped
got
by
advantage. They are
poison.
restrained.
Nice.
Good luck.
Do the octopods count as allies? Thank fucking
And you've got
God.
advantage anyway, so yeah.
Yeah. So the first one, I don't really care who these are. Wow, that was bad.
That was pretty bad.
I'm going to use a luck point on one of them. That's much nicer. That's a 23.
Hit. Who's this one on? Iqlal or Lord in the Forest?
Lord in the Forest.
Cool.
I don't care for him.
That's pretty nasty,
10,
dog.
20, 32, 35 plus.
Hi, Annie.
Sorry,
that's,
Annie, and I love you.
That's 40 damage.
As you go to aim, going to it with the intention of blowing out his kneecap and knocking him out, with his 7 health remaining.
Oh.
You shoot, and the octopus kind of moves, and you try to realign the shot at the last moment. But you see as it goes into the stomach, and the body drops to the ground. There's a couple of seconds, and it begins to elongate. The form shifts into a dull grey skin tone, with now dead yellow eyes, as you see the form of a doppelganger aboard the ship.
Change my mind, Miss Stella. Kill them all, leave one alive. And I'm going to blast for... there's 2 more left up here, isn't there?
But we already killed someone who didn't turn back into a dog.
There's
No,
two, you've not
Grooksha's
killed- you've not killed
unconscious.
anyone yet. There's 2 left here. Grooksha unconscious, and the only one that's conscious is Iklal.
Wonderful. Yeah, Iklal then. Let's
Cool. You got
fuck
advantage
his
again as well.
face.
Fuck his face.
I might do it. That's a 15?
Hits.
Nice. That won't be sneak attack. But that will be a tasty little 12 damage.
Nice. Good stuff. You shoot into him, you see as it goes into his knee. Still up, but it's kind of like looking around feverishly, seeing the error of his ways.
I will then move up towards him with my wings and that and just go, where is my crew?
You see as he does that, despite all the pain, you see as just a bloody smile creeps across his face.
Nice.
Cool. Up next is Fames. What the fuck is he gonna do now?
I hate the fact that you can say next up is Fames and I feel dread. Don't give that small man this power.
Actually, Nem was killed by Fames. Not Fames.
I mean, as far as she knows, Faye.
He's the only one that doesn't change back.
He recruited them.
Just saw everyone was killing each other.
He's going to use
It
his
was okay.
bonus action to disengage.
Oh, we off?
And is going to make an acrobatics check to try and move through the space of both River and Scythus.
Would that, hang on. Oh, would that not provoke an opportunity attack?
No, as he's used his bonus action to disengage. However, with a fucking 9 on the check, he gets to you guys and can't quite move around, you guys being a giant eagle and a fairly large mountain lion tabaxi. He kind of, fuck it, and goes to stab at you, River.
Sure.
That's a miss on the first, a hit on the second, and a miss on the third. Fortunately, he doesn't get his sneak attack. So that's going to be 11 points of damage to you, River.
Remember when everyone was like, oh, don't bully flames? Never seen that happen.
Cool. Up next is both River and Scythus.
Me and River are having an argument about who gets to kill him. I mean, I don't know if what I'm going to do is, if what I'm going to do is going to kill him, but
You see he's not taken a lot of damage so far.
Scythus, in the moment since he's arrived on deck, has seen Fames covered in blood, been attacked, and it's just a moment of, in the last week, everything has gone horribly, horribly wrong, and as his form starts to shift down from the giant eagle back to his Triton form, he lets out a scream that pierces the ears of everyone around. His skin seems almost darker, his eyes are blackened, and as he screams out and points his hands towards Fames, the room feels slightly drier as all of the moisture is sucked out of him and he casts Blight.
Nice. What kind of save is that?
I think Con.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, that was 19-3. Fail.
Fail, sweet. So that's 8d8 necrotic damage.
Nice.
Drain him
7,
full.
12, 13,
It's like his life.
18, 20. Has anyone counted how many dice that was so far?
No.
That was 4.
4.
4, 28, 34, 39, 41 necrotic damage.
He is certainly bloodied after that, as you all hear this deafening scream from below deck as Scyther shouts. As you draw this energy, this just black, almost inky tendril whips out towards Fames and just pulls the life force from him. You see as he almost falls to one knee in front of you and then looks up into the eyes of River.
Yes.
Mark, this is also going to attack the other people on
yes,
deck, but I'll let
course.
River do the thing first, and
Yes.
then we'll do that.
It's just Iklal who's conscious on there.
Oh, okay, well, I'll fucking take 4 attacks at him then. You know.
Swamp him.
I rolled a 19, an 18, 17, and then another 19.
Yeah, that all hits. What's the minimum damage you could possibly do?
8. No, 8 plus 3. 20.
Cool. He's unconscious.
Sweet.
Good.
Octopuses. Take him.
Is it me?
Yeah.
Yeah, go River. Kill him.
Cool. As you look her in the eye, she almost holds the rapier to your throat, and she goes, "Don't waste time when you're the only one who can save her," and then just runs at Fames.
Cool.
And we'll take, main action rapier attack.
Go for it. You got advantage because of your vow.
Yep. Oh, I rolled a legendary 15. No, I didn't. I rolled a legendary 24, sorry.
That hits. That definitely hits.
Cool. I will be divine smiting that at 2nd level, which I should have said advanced, sorry.
No, that... Divine Smite is fine with Paladins. It's just there's the other Smite spells that are bonus actions to cast, I think.
Yeah. I did know that. I did say that one in advance. I
That's
didn't say
right.
this one in
That's
advance.
alright. I just misheard in the
No,
moment.
that's fine. I'm trying to remember how many things I'm putting on there.
Just stop getting marker on these fucking books.
Can someone remind me how many D8 Divine Smite at 2nd level is?
3d8. 3d8.
3. 3D8 plus the other D8. Perfect. Oh, it's a good roll.
I just noticed how bad a shout this shirt was for streaming.
Yeah, it's bad.
Oh, yeah, wow.
Oh.
Kind of piratey, though, in real life.
24 points of damage.
How do you finish Fames?
She hopefully he's still running away at this point.
Yeah, you see he's right in front of you as he kind of like looks up and he goes to almost like move away. He was trying to get around you guys, but he goes to back off after Cypher. Just blasts him with this blight.
Cool. She just pulls the rapier away from Cypher's neck and doesn't even break eye contact as she just stabs Fames through the neck,
Nice.
draws it out, and then will just run at Relics.
You see, as you run past towards Relics, you see Cyphus as Fames goes down to one knee, and then from where the stab is, the skin turns this pallid grey. He begins to extend into a larger humanoid form as you see another doppelganger fall dead in front of you at your feet.
Good.
I probably wouldn't notice that, but I'm still killing if I can.
You run and make it up to Fames.
No, sorry.
To Relics. That's a 24 to hit.
That hits. Mustella, you're on deck, by the way.
I'm going to use my last 2nd level spell slot. Let's do the same. It's very good. That's 2 7s, an 8, and a 3. So 10, 17, 25 plus 5, 30.
Oh my god. She immediately is not looking good. As you just run up and just drive this rapier through her midsection up to the hilt before pulling it out, and there's a spray of blood. You see this big gout as if you've hit an artery just kind of start to plop out next to her as she stood next. And as you kind of glance down, you see her stood next to Nem's body.
Yep. That was my extra attack. I've still got a bonus action attack, which I will use on her as well.
You have, yes.
Cool. And I actually have an inspiration from last time, so if that doesn't work... Oh, it's still going to hit. 13 plus 8, so 21.
That hits. Yep.
I think so. Well, I don't know in character, though.
That is max damage, so 8 plus 6 plus 4, 18 points of damage.
How'd you finish, Relics?
I just, in the same way I did with Fames, just stab her through the neck, but I don't pull the rapier out this time, I just hold it.
As you hold it,
Look at Nem's body while holding the rapier through Relic's neck.
you feel as you're kind of like holding it and looking down there at your friend, as Relics grows a few feet and your arms move up. And as you look back, you see as this form shifts into the taller form of a grey-skinned doppelganger.
Cool. Obviously, she's got the helmet on, so you can't see her facial expression. But I would say that for poetic reasons, One here would make it out of the eye hole of the helmet, and she just keeps a rapier in the neck of it, even as it falls, and just holds it.
Cool. Well, as no one else is on the ship, the only other enemies are 40 feet below the ocean.
Oh yeah.
Is there anything you'd like to try on your turn, or are you just kind of...
Yeah, I was going to
Yeah, go
go
for it.
into the quarters where everyone would be sleeping.
Yeah, so you go down there and just see the tail end of this absolute commotion that is just
Yeah.
this tragedy that's happened here.
Is anyone still like sleeping or still in their
No,
bed or
you see
anything?
as all of the crew members, if they're not already up, are getting up as they seem to have no idea what is going on. Some of them have cottoned on.
Yeah.
But yeah, you see everyone is moving.
I will quickly shout to anyone in the room. I'll stand by the door, close it and lock it, and take the key and just say, everybody in this room, line up, tell me one thing that only you would know now.
Cool. You do that. We are still in combat order, so we'll come back to that in a sec. The crew is actually up next. You see as they are kind of like rubbing their eyes a bit, they do begin getting up. You see as some of them kind of let out a few, oh my god, as they begin noticing the bodies.
And after I've shouted that as well, I would say, Siases, do everything you can for them right now.
Cool. Up next are the doppelgangers, which there is one left. Hickory is going to try and break free from your grapple.
Cool.
Could you go ahead and make a grapple check, please?
I dropped that one.
I don't think it's going to matter.
Yeah, that's going to be a 25.
Still there. Go off, you're up.
Cool. If I restrain him, does that provide any sort of benefit to the grapple?
Advantage on attacks, and he has disadvantage on attacks.
Yeah, I'll attempt to restrain him.
Cool.
Nat 20.
Yeah, he is restrained.
Cool. And I'm just going to start choking the fucking life out of him under the water and continuously swimming downwards.
He's on 8 health.
Okay.
So over the next couple of rounds, you just grab him by his little scrawny neck and just begin crushing before eventually you see as the face turns this pallid blue and the few last bubbles of air escape Hickory as the neck kind of breaks in your strong grasp.
But it doesn't turn grey.
And you see as the form extends into the form of the doppelganger.
Oh, you motherfucker.
You guys are all out of combat.
I underwater tear this thing to shreds.
Yeah, you spend the time certainly doing that.
Do I spot my weapons while I'm down here?
We'll do that in a sec.
I will grab the Iklal doppelganger and I'll just grab him by the arm and I'll just quietly drag him into the captain's quarters and close the doors behind me.
Grooksha 1 is also still alive.
He is.
Okay.
I'll deal with him later.
Drag it clout into there. In the meantime, Cyphus.
Jamie.
Hello.
Quickly, before you do that, Cyphus, Jamie, I did one at first level so I could keep a zone of truth if you need me. Just I kept the second level spell slot free for it.
I will need that, thank you.
No worries.
Right. Without really thinking about what Mostello said too much, I just cut off a little bit of my hair and just prove that I'm not a doppelganger. And then I'm going to root around in my bag of holding until I find the diamond that I've got left over. That's...
Hey, so this is what they were for.
Say again, sir?
Now this is what they were for.
Oh,
Not a
I
fucking
see.
dog.
So I take out the diamond and I just throw it across the other side of the river.
Throw it out the window.
What's this gross thing?
I want those bloody rings.
And I will rush over to Nem's dead body, press the diamond against her chest and say, Raven Queen, I know you're probably not going to like it, but I kind of need her back. I can't lose any more people that I love, so, just this once, please, thanks. Please. And I'll cast Revivify and fucking hope it works.
You cast it and the diamond shatters under your grasp. Now, during this time, you're not really sure what happened. Everything happened so quickly. You remember intense pain, but also then immediate comfort and warmth. And you felt as if you were swept off of your feet. You kind of come to and begin to look around and feel wind rushing against your face, your hair flowing behind you. There's fur underneath, or feather, it seems. As you look around and see you're on the back of a enormous raven. And as you look behind you, you see these pearlescent white cliffs that you have seen before when the Raven Queen had spoken to you last. You see as the raven you're on crooks its head around to you a little bit, and a voice, omnipresent, enters your mind. It seems a great tragedy has befallen you, my child. I carry you now to the undying lands, but you are different. You're special. And I can tell how much pain has been left behind. If I could take you back, would you want that?
You're muted, Annie.
I don't. Okay. Am I?
No,
You're good now. You're good.
Oh, I was just having a minute. Yeah. I would say to the Raven Queen, if death has befallen me, that is so. So, take me to your home, mother. I know that someone else will take up my place. As Nem doesn't believe in being revived.
I fear that there is no other that can quite take your place or fill the shoes that you would leave behind. If you were to go back, it would not breach my tenets. I do not believe in undeath. Whereas resurrection, the true form of a mortal, is the soul, not the flesh. Your friends are calling you back, and you see as she says this and the raven looks forward, a pool of water begins turning on this endless sea below you and begins channeling upwards, up past the height of the raven and into the clouds. You're flying, but you don't seem to progress any closer towards it. He's trying to bring you back. Do you want me to take you?
No, mother, he is afraid. He can do what I did not. And my home. Take me on. Do not take me back.
Dan didn't expect that.
I did.
There's a nod from the raven, and very well. My child, it will be an honor to have you at my side. She begins to fly and then sweeps away from this channeling water and around and into the distance. So as the diamond breaks, you open your eyes, the body still. And that is where we will close this session. That was a fucking surprise. I did not expect you to say no to that. Oh my god.
I'm gonna have to do new character art.
Very. What? You really surprised me there. Oh my god. That
I
plan's
made
been.
my decision a long time ago.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I think we've talked about it once.
Yeah. They have been stalking you guys for months and months and months. There was a reason why Fames went clean shaven. There was a lot of stuff that, yeah, oh god, my mind's racing now.
Oh.
We'll end this here. thank you very much for joining us for this.
Is that why Iklaus better? Is that why Iklaus seems to be getting better?
Yes, it is. Because it's not Ikla.
The crew are dead. They're
Where
dead.
are they?
They're dead.
They're dead.
They're dead as fuck.
They targeted the weakest members and then systematically ambushed them until they had enough people on board.
Hickory's dead.
Hickory's dead, Fames is dead, Grooksha's dead.
Excuse me.
Lord of the Forest is dead,
Relics
Ikla
is dead.
Relics is dead.
Nem's dead.
And
Yeah, that's the main
as
one.
well.
Everything's being put on hold.
There's a lot to think about. We'll end this session here because we certainly need a chat after this. We love you all so much. Thank you for joining us
I
for
hope
this.
you are ready for some top-notch emotional breakdown at the start of next session, because Cyrus isn't fucking okay.
Wait till Garv gets back on board.
Yeah.
I'm so
Oh,
sorry.
he's going to be so mad.
I'm so sorry. I'm going to start crying in a bit. So before I do, again, thank you very much for joining us. We love you all so much. Make sure you stay safe. Remember, we're here to tell a story, and oh boy, what a fucking story we're telling. Thank you very much. We love you all. Stay nifty.
Peace.
Sayonara.
Oh my god, Annie, you fucking...